102. High school basketball is on the air. Eagle 102 brings you the area's best girls and boys basketball action all season long. You can hear it all right here at 102.1 and online at KJFMEagle102.net. High school basketball on Eagle 102.
And welcome to Clopton High School. The Class 2 District 5 tournament continues tonight with ladies semifinal action. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross. We've got two great games on the slate for you tonight. We'll start it off with the hosts of this tournament, the Clopton Lady Hawks, the 2 seed in this tournament. They're going to take on South Shelby, the 3 seed, and then we'll go with that 4-1 matchup between Elsberry and Paris a little bit later on. So 2 matchups that could be pretty fun, at least the way they look on paper.
Yeah, the tournament's gone according to seed so far, so we'll see how bright the coaches are, right, when the night's over with tonight. See if we have any upsets, and we should have 2 intriguing games as well.
You know, you talked about how intelligent the coaches are. There's a lot of coaches in this building tonight.
Oh yeah.
And you know, you got the 2 or 4 down on the benches, but all the great coaches from around the area are kind of here. Even
retired coaches.
Ken O'Laughlin is even down in front of us here,
right.
watching his son and daughter-in-law coach South Shelby. So there's definitely more than 4 sets of eyes on this.
Without a doubt. And you missed it the other night. It was kind of funny. Ed Lindsay was sitting down here below us after the Clopton girls game. And Robert Owenhunter, who's the assistant for Clopton, came over and sat down. And they were talking, and we were going through our gyrations up here. And I looked down, they had a piece of paper out, and Ed Lindsay was drawing a play up for him. So I should have asked Robert when we were visiting a while ago if they're going to use that play tonight or not.
It would be interesting. You know, it's worth a try.
But how often do you see that? A guy that's a Hall of Fame coach from a school taking an all-state player who's now an assistant with his daughter as the head coach, and they're drawing up plays in the stands after the game was over. And I thought it was pretty neat.
It's definitely something you don't see every day, and kind of what makes Clopton special and this time of year really special around the area. We'll take a break. We'll come back and start the pregame show before Clopton and South Shelby on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Sparks Heating and Air, PJ's Salon, Central Elevator, and Night Equipment.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
The staff at Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice are your neighbors. Here are just a few of the programs they have to offer. Baby Basics, breastfeeding peer counseling, natural nurses, car seat safety, farm safety for kids, maternal and child health, safe sitter courses, and WIC, plus much more. Pike County Health Department is a not-for-profit organization as it is funded by tax dollars. So when you use their services, you're putting your tax dollars to work. To keep up to date, be sure to like them on Facebook. Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, located in Bowling Green.
If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. They'll be there for you when the sun comes up.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Clopton High School. Class 2 District 5 tournament continues. Ladies semifinals tonight. Our first matchup, Clopton and South Shelby. Clopton, the 2 seed. South Shelby is the 3 seed. The Lady Hawks got here by defeating Van Far 80-26 in the opening round. And anything stick out for you in that game?
Well, no. Actually, all of the first-round games were wide margins of victory for all four teams. And in this lower half of the bracket, both of the games were running clock games, so you really can't draw much of a conclusion from any of those. Clopton's been playing pretty well as of late, though. And, of course, South Shelby comes out of the Clarence Cannon Conference. They're 13-13 on the season, which is a little bit misleading because in the Clarence Cannon Conference, what people don't realize is Macon actually won the conference. Mm-hmm. And the teams you've heard about all year, Palmyra and Monroe City. And so that league, along with Centralia, had a good girls team. That league was loaded this year on the girls' side. And so they've come through that with a 500 record. And talking to the Clopton coaching staff, they're fully well aware of the danger that South Shelby brings to this game.
And players that you noticed in the opening round for South Shelby?
Well, Kaylee Gaines, she shoots a lot of threes. Mallory Wood shoots a lot of threes. I think when they beat Monroe City earlier in the year, actually the two common opponents that they have are Monroe City and Canton. They beat Monroe City about 3 weeks ago, and they made a lot of threes in that game. So they kind of remind you of the Louisiana boys. They live by the three and die by the three. If it goes in, they can beat anybody, and if it doesn't, they can lose to anybody. They beat Monroe City 52-43. They lost to Canton 57-43. On the flip side, Clopton beat Canton. It was one of the first games of the year, 41-40. I think you and I had it down here. And then they lost in the championship game of the Clopton tournament to Monroe City 62-41. Now, the caveat to that is Monroe City, the last month of the season, wasn't playing very well. They ended up 3-4 in the league and got knocked out in the first round of their district.
Wow.
Yeah, they're out already. So Monroe City, the Monroe City South Shelby matchup, maybe not quite the pop to it, as Monroe City wasn't playing quite as well as they were when they came here and played in the Clopton tournament when they were hitting on all cylinders.
So they're a three-point shooting team. They're also a very young team, so this group's going to be together for a while.
Yeah, they're young. I mean, that seems to be a recurring theme in about every team we see this year. A lot of young players that are playing key roles, and that is the case as well tonight for the South Shelby Lady Birds. They go by Lady Birds of the South Shelby Cardinals, but the girls' team's called the Lady Birds.
And do you think Clopton, with their pressure and stuff, can exploit a youth-driven team like that?
I think they can. They didn't, they weren't pressured at all by Silex in that game, so you didn't really get to see how they would perform against the press. But we know for a fact that Clopton can really tighten down the screws defensively if they want to. And I would fully expect to see that happen tonight. Now, Clopton, on the other hand, sometimes they have trouble making baskets. I mean, in the games that they have lost this year, which aren't many, they're 19-6 on the season. But in the games that they've struggled a little bit, they've had trouble getting the ball to go in, especially from deep. So it'll be interesting to see if South Shelby wants to pack into a little 2-3 zone, try and take Kerrigan Lockard out of the game a little bit, and see if Clopton can shoot from beyond the arc.
Games are getting more important. You got to take care of the foul situation as well. And Clopton, maybe more than years past, have been hit with those ticky-tack reach-in fouls on the press.
Well, the officials are three familiar officials. Both teams have seen them around, so they'll know exactly what they're going to get. I always argued in big games you should scout the officials as much as you scout the other team to know how they're going to officiate the game, to know what you can do and can't do to get away with. And so with this group, these teams have seen them, and so they'll know exactly what to expect out of the officiating crew tonight. So I would suspect that if there are any surprises in terms of touch fouls and all that, it's just because they haven't paid attention.
That's our view from above. We'll have our keys to the game from Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate coming up next for you on the Eagle 102 pregame show.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Frankfurt Farm Supply, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Young Enterprises.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
With winter weather upon us, remember One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Role models are more important than ever in today's society. You can serve as a role model for others the next time you display good sportsmanship at a high school athletic event. Good sports are winners and are also vital to preserving our fine sports traditions. So the next time you attend a sporting event, remember to be a good sport and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
The Eagle 102 Keys to the Game.
And our keys for tonight's game between Clopton and the South Shelby Ladybirds, second round of districts. What do you got?
Well, you know, I'm actually going to take this a little bit of a different direction, but the normal stuff, you know, take care of the basketball, stay out of foul trouble, make your free throws in the second half for sure. And both of these teams have the ability to do all of that. But here's the interesting thing about districts. Everybody knows you lose, you're done. You go home. And the expectation of your team kind of determines how big the pressure is in this game. Well, neither one of these teams really expected to win district. I mean, Clopton's coming off of a fourth-place finish in state last year, lost some key players. They were reloading is what they were doing. South Shelby comes in at 500, right? They're not expecting to win. So you would think as you move through the bracket that's an accomplishment and the pressure should get less. But in reality, the pressure gets greater and the nerves get greater. So the question is going to be, how do these two teams handle the nerves? Now, Clopton's got some kids that got quite a bit of playing time last year, all the way to the state finals, and so they should be a little bit better equipped, plus they're playing at home.
And Coach Devin Street has done a good job of sprinkling in some of the younger bench players throughout the season, getting them some experience, but you don't have district experience. So we'll see if you get it deeper down the bench, how those players react to that pressure.
And I think this will be one of those games as well where the longer South Shelby stays in contention, in touch or ahead or close, the greater their confidence is going to grow as time wears on. So if Clopton can hit them in the nose right out of the gate and put a stinger on them, maybe they can get out of here with an easy victory.
It's the Lady Hawks and the Lady Birds. Our starting lineups are coming up for you next on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Center Locker Service, County Market in Vandalia, and Advanced Eye Care.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
People's Bank and Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
We'll get to our starting lineups in just a moment. Getting ready for the national anthem here at Clopton High School. So stand by as we honor America. High School pep band with the national anthem tonight, and they switched sides. They used to be.
I was going to say they're behind the South Shelby bench.
They are. And now our starting lineups for this ball game for the number 3 seed South Shelby Ladybirds. They're coached by Luke O'Laughlin. They'll start a freshman at 5'4". Number 2 Miranda Patterson, senior at 5'4". Number 10 Kylie Rodemeyer gets the start tonight. 5'9". Senior, number 22, Mallory Wood gets the start. A 5'5" freshman, number 23, Kaylee Gaines. And number 35, a 5'7" senior, Carly Collins. So again, for South Shelby, it's Patterson, Rodemeyer, Woods, Gaines, and Collins. For the number 2 seed, Clopton Lady Hawks, they're coached by Devin Streed. They'll start number 11, a 5'2" junior, Taylor Akers. Number 13, a 5'3" junior, Megan Harrelson gets the start tonight. Number 20, a 5'5" senior, Stephanie Talbert, a senior at 5'5", number 31, Madison Parrish, and number 35, a 5'9" junior, Kerrigan Lockard. So again, for Clopton, it's Akers, Harrelson, Talbert, Parrish, and Lockard.
Well, I think talking about keys to the game, one of the key players in this game is Megan Harrelson. Man, she's really played well from the Bowling Green tournament on. Has really put a lot of points on the board from the Bowling Green tournament on, and her speed may cause some problems for South Shelby.
Yeah, speed definitely kills, especially when you've got as much of it as Clopton has. And even the players that aren't the fastest play fast, and that's a definite help to have a system in place like that.
And speed should never have a night off either, so we'll see what happens.
Clopton survived the plague that went through the boys' team. They're healthy heading into, or as healthy as they can be, heading into this district semifinal.
Update from the boys' game last night, though. Alec Evans went down with an injury, and I talked to the coach from Clopton, and he is probably out for the season. So bad news for the Clopton boys, but we'll get to them tomorrow night.
Look at this setup on the opening tip. Everybody on one side of the court except for Parrish.
You think South Shelby thought they were going to lose the tip?
And Akers has it for Clopton. Bounce pass high for Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard holds it high at the top of the key and then kind of kicks it to a teammate, Talbert. Her shot's a little long and the rebound pulled down by the Ladybirds. South Shelby, red jerseys, blue lettering. And that makes those letters a little hard to see. A steal now by Harrelson. And here comes Clopton. Kerrigan Lockard up the floor, gets it back to Megan Harrelson. On the left point, up to the center circle for Taylor Akers. Akers, bounce pass for Kerrigan Lockard, top of the key. She's looking to drive. No, she gives it off to Parrish. Madison over to Harrelson on the far side. Harrelson Everything out high so far. Here's Kerrigan Lockard with a 10-footer. It's no good, and the rebound is taken away by Sal Shelby. Talbert got outworked a little bit on that board. To the near side, here's Miranda Patterson. Patterson to the near side now for Rodemeyer. Back up top through Kaylee Gaines to the far side for Patterson. Patterson goes to the corner. They're trying to set up that three. Now they'll drive baseline. Nothing there, so they kick it near side. Here's the three. It's a little long, and the rebound pulled down by Parrish for the Hawks. Still no score. Minute and a half into this ball game. Taylor Akers for Clopton.
A couple of good looks by both teams, but no one able to score up to this point.
Hands it off to Harrelson. She dribbles out from the wing to the point and gives it to Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard had a little bit of room, and now we've got a foul whistled on number 35, Carly Collins.
Well, you talked about touch fouls. That was a little bit of a touch foul there. So now we know how this game is going to be officiated.
They come to Kerrigan on the near side. Starts her dribble, hands it off for Megan Harrelson. Harrelson goes to the hoop. Kind of missed the glass on that layup attempt and goes over the rim.
Decent defense that time by Carly Collins to challenge the shot.
Here's Patterson back the other way for the Ladybirds over to the far side for Gaines. Patterson with it on the near point. Gets it back to Gaines. Nothing there, gave up her dribble. Having trouble, she's caught. Finally hands it off and almost out of bounds. Good defense there from Talbert. Bounce pass down to the baseline. This shot from about 8 is no good. We've got a foul. And they're going to shoot some free throws.
Looks like Gaines is going to go to the free throw line. Late whistle. Foul's going to go on Kerrigan Lockard, her first. Team's first.
And Kaylee Gaines takes her spot at the strike. First shot's good. And we finally have a 1-0 score.
Just getting warmed up. 2 minutes and nearly 30 seconds into the game, right?
Right. Missed the second one, so it remains 1-0. And ahead to Akers. Trying a little speed here. South Shelby, good job getting back. Saw that a lot yesterday in the Bowling Green Lutheran St. Charles game. Just quick back, and there's a nice little against the grain layup for Megan Harrelson.
She's done that a ton this year, and I don't know how she gets the shot off.
Back the other way, ahead of the pack, and out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Ladybirds.
Well, Clopton pressed that time and really sped the Ladybirds up. Got them maybe out of what they want to do. Into the game for Clopton. Madeline Bruni will check in.
Talbert checked out. So maybe looking for a little more speed out of that position. With it, off the inbound is Patterson. She goes to the hoop and scores.
Nice crossover dribble that time on Akers. Got to the glass and scored.
Here comes Akers across the line for the Hawks. Down 3-2. Getting ready to check in, it is Emma Dovin for the Ladybirds. Bounce pass to Kerrigan Lockard. Kerrigan out high. Will take the three. That one's good.
And hits it.
Not going to let me drive. I'll just score from out here.
Good full court pressure by the Hawks.
Having to turn is Patterson, but she'll get across the line. With 4:22 to play in the opening quarter. From the free throw line, turnaround shot's good. That's number 35, Carly Collins.
Good luck that time from the high post.
5-5, and another against the grain shot. This one doesn't fall for Harrelson. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it's, I thought South Shelby may have got a touch in there.
Kind of looked like it from this angle.
And into the ball game comes Dovin. She replaces Carly Collins.
Dovin, a 5'11", that's Emma, isn't it? 5'8", sophomore.
Got some extreme curl in that hair. Here's Miranda Patterson over to the far side. The three is short. Rebound is out of bounds, and last touch, they're going to say, was Rodemeyer. 3:43 to play in the first quarter, and back in quickly is Stephanie Talbert.
Harrelson will take a seat for the Hawks.
And Akers up the floor. Just over 3.5 remaining in the quarter. Here's Taylor Akers. Yeah, they're quick side to side with their defense. Parrish kicks it back to Bruni, now for Akers. Talbert back to Taylor. Akers surveying the scene.
Having trouble finding some space against this South Shelby defense.
Looking for those seams to pass through, and they get one down low. Shot off the glass, good, and a foul. What a play by Kerrigan Lockard off the feed from Madison Parrish.
Caught it kind of sideways to the basket and shot it kind of sideways off the glass. Got it to go, and the foul. Foul's on Rodemeyer, her first, team second.
And trying to complete that three-point play is Kerrigan Lockard. Puts the right foot in first. And is long on the rebound. Goes to the floor, but able to pick it up are the Ladybirds. Here's Patterson across the line. Over to the far side for Rodemeyer. They'll take it back to the point now. Patterson to Rodemeyer again. Patterson looking to dribble. Cut off by Akers. Now she gives up her dribble. Another three on the way, and this one finally goes down.
That's Gaines. Yeah, she and Moore, the big three-point threats for South Shelby. It's 8-7, Ladybirds.
2:25 to play in the quarter. Good ball fake by Harrelson. Gets to the hoop, goes over everything. Fights for the rebound, but it's taken away by South Shelby. Cross the line with it is Patterson. She got the rebound, took it all the way up the floor. Put up the three. It's no good. And the rebound tipped and taken by Clopton. Then a foul going to be whistled against the Ladybirds.
Patterson trying to follow her shot. Will be whistled for the foul. Her first, team's third. In the game, Amber Durbin now for the Ladybirds. Patterson, or check that, Rodemeyer will take a seat. Parrish out. And Bruni back in for Clopton.
So both coaches using their benches here in the early going, trying to rotate, find matchups. Harrelson in the far corner with it for the Hawks. Dribbles out, thought about taking the long two. Now hands it off for Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard, ball fake, goes baseline, finds her way to the hoop, but can't hit the chippy. And the rebound is fought for him. We're going to have a foul against Clopton.
She doesn't miss them from point-blank range like that very often. The foul's going to be on Lockard, and that's her second. That's a developing story. She has 5 of the 7 points for Clopton and will have to go to the bench.
Back in her place is Madison Parrish. 1:46 to play in the first quarter. They get the ball into Patterson. She puts on the brakes, working against Akers. Now stutter steps at the line and gets across. Over to the far side. They set the offense. And the ball knocked out by the Hawks. It'll stay with South Shelby with 1:32 left. First quarter, Class 2 District 5 Ladies Semifinals. Clopton trailing by 1. South Shelby with the ball. With it is Durbin. That's Amber over to the far side. Now back up top for Miranda Patterson. Patterson between the circles. Turnaround shot off a quick pass, and that one missed by about a foot. Seems like they're rushing their shots just a little bit.
They're more spot-up shooters, and that was Moore trying to shoot it on the move.
Here's a three. That one's short for the Hawks. That was Harrelson that put up that tray, and the ball going the other way. And that should be a tie-up, right? It is.
And it is.
Jump ball as the shot was blocked. She came back down with it.
Man, in 1 year, I've turned you into an official. What the heck?
I'm working on it. Here's a three from the near side. That one offline. The rebound, Patterson. Offensive board for the Ladybirds. Now with it on top is Amber Durbin. Durbin gives it back to Patterson. Patterson over to the far side now for Rodemeyer. Excuse me, that was Durbin. Now Patterson with it to the free throw line. That shot is long, and the rebound pulled down by Harrelson for the Hawks. She's going to weave her way all the way up the floor and then rocketed a shot off the backboard, no good. And back the other way. Long pass into the front court for Durbin as she traveled. Not Durbin, but Mallory Wood.
She went ahead and shot it, and it went in. So shooters like to see the ball go in the bucket and get that mental image. Maybe that'll get her on track, but she'll take a seat right now as Collins will return. Parrish back in for the Hawks.
22.3 seconds remaining in the quarter. Those blue numbers on red are hard.
They're pretty uniforms up close, though.
Yes, they are. Here's Lockard back in the ball game. To the near side. Here's a three from Harrelson. It's offline. The rebound tipped around. Akers going to track it down for the Hawks. Down to 4 seconds. She's going to have to hurry. Steps back toward the three-point line, and her shot goes off the rim as the buzzer sounds. Clopton trailing after one, but only by one, 8-7 as we head to the second from the Class 2 District 5 semifinals on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, American Family Insurance in Bowling Green, and Eisenbath Auto Supply.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community: Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
I don't think I saw nerves. South Shelby, a very confident team, it looks like, out there, despite their lack of experience.
Pretty evenly matched bunch right now, both teams.
Here's Akers. Bounce pass to Kerrigan Lockard. She tries to dribble. Had a little contact, gives it off to Parrish. Parrish thought about driving, kicks it out to Taylor Akers. From the EMO logo on the far side, she gets it to Harrelson on the near side. Now to Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard back to Megan Harrelson. Ball fake. Works it in. Gets it back to Kerrigan. Now to Taylor Akers. Akers going to take the three with a player in her face. It's offline, and the rebound is saved in, but taken by South Shelby as Patterson was in good position. Dribbles into a double team. Passes off on the far side. Another double team as Clopton has stepped up the pressure, and a timeout taken by Coach O'Laughlin and the Ladybirds. 7:13 to play, second quarter from the Class 2 District 5 semifinals on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102, brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory, and the Dairy Queen in Vandalia.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Air Evac, Spring Hollow Coffee, and J&D Tire and Auto.
South Shelby with the ball after the timeout, and a travel called on Emma Dovin.
Second turnover of the game. I thought Clopton might have been in a zone that trip down. Trying to protect Lockard, who's got 2 fouls. If I'm South Shelby, I'm going right at her and see if I can get her third here early in the second quarter.
Bounce pass for Kerrigan. Couple of spins. Shot blocked, but a foul. Going to send Kerrigan Lockard to the line. That looks like it's on Collins.
I believe so. Her second. Team's fourth. Lockard back to the line for the second time tonight.
Substitutions coming. Mallory Wood, Kaylee Gaines getting ready to check back in for the Ladybirds. First shot, good. Ties the game at 8. Checking out were Collins and Wegman. Second shot was long. She's having trouble with the second of 2. Missed it twice now. But we're tied at 8. Long pass ahead to the near corner. Here's a 3, and that one is off the mark. The rebound taken by Harrelson. Has to change direction, trying to get to the basket. Traveled.
She's fast with the ball usually, and that time Miranda Patterson was able to keep up with her, which we haven't seen that this year.
No. 6:37 to play in the second quarter. 8-8 between the Lady Birds and the Lady Hawks.
Full court press, all 10 players in the backcourt.
They get it to Wood. She gets across the line to Rodemeyer, now near side. Moving all the way across the lane around the defense, and another travel called on Dovin.
Did you see what Kerrigan Lockard did? Stood straight up and down with her hands straight up in the air. She understands she can't pick up the third foul.
She was a statue.
Exactly.
To the near side for Harrelson. Now to Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard around the defense, but can't hit the two-footer. And a travel call. I think Harrelson thought she was getting nailed for a foul, but it's a travel called on Patterson.
Harrelson was there defensively. Patterson turned around, took a little bunny hop. 3 straight trips in a row with traveling violations on South Shelby.
And that's that defensive pressure from the Hawks. Akers to the far side, hands it off for Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard to Megan Harrelson. Harrelson trying to find some room. Reverses direction, goes off the glass, but was short. And the rebound taken by the Lady Birds.
The Hawks just haven't been able to find much room on the offensive end so far.
Almost another walk on Patterson. That shot too high off the backboard, and the rebound is tipped to Megan Harrelson. 5.5 to play here in the first half. Near side Taylor Akers. Akers comes off the wing, tries to go to the hoop, and again ran into traffic and shorted the shot. Long pass ahead for the Lady Birds. They try and get to the basket, and it's knocked out of bounds by Harrelson. They tried a little inside-out play there. Fake the drive, kick it out for the three, but Harrelson wasn't fooled.
Well, defensively, Clopton is trying to face guard Gaines and Wood, and as soon as I say that, Patterson drains a three.
That puts the Lady Birds up by 3, 11-8.
Biggest lead of the game for either club.
Just 3 points, and here's Akers with it. But Clopton's just a defensively responsible team. That shot from about 12 foot out is good for Talbert. It's a 1-point game again. They know their assignments, and they're where they're supposed to be. Sometimes they pick up the foul, but they're always in position. And now stepping out of bounds after a steal is Kerrigan Lockard.
Nice defensive play, but was up against the sideline and stepped on the sideline right at the center court stripe.
Easy to see with that thick black line around the floor here. They come to the near corner. Thought about 3. Kick it back to Rodemeyer. Now to Patterson at the point. Patterson to the free throw line. To the near side. That shot misses everything for Rodemeyer and goes out of bounds. Back to the Hawks with 4:16 left in the second quarter.
So South Shelby continues to shoot the threes. Have yet to get heated up, as they have only made 2 of many so far.
Yeah. 11-10 they lead. Low scoring first half. Here's Harrelson. Her shot's blocked, and the rebound picked up by Dovin. Patterson up the floor for South Shelby. Kicks it back now for Mallory Wood. Wood to Rodemeyer. Back to Patterson on the near point. She'll try the 3. Dribbled into it. And that shot off the mark, and the rebound picked up by Kerrigan Lockard. Now to Parrish. Anderson, and a timeout taken by Clopton with 3:38 remaining in the second quarter. Hawks trail South Shelby by 1, 11-10 from the Class II District 5 semifinals on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Orff Construction Company, Betty Davis Insurance Agency, and Binoff Funeral Home.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Taylor Akers after the timeout on the near point for Clopton to the free throw line for Parrish. She lays it down for Kerrigan Lockard, and she's fouled.
She'll go back to the line for the third time tonight. Foul's going to go on Rodemeyer, her second, team's fifth.
And we'll see if she continues that trend of hitting the first and missing the second. She hit the first. And we're tied at 11.
Now, I know they can't really hear you, but have you planted that subliminal seed through osmosis?
Well, you know.
You didn't.
Well, I was trying to break it. You know, that's kind of the reverse jinx.
You did.
You know, we have.
That was the plan. It worked.
all the families, good basketball families, we have their kids implanted with a chip when they're born, so we can, jinx them.
Talk to them. Yeah.
Here's Patterson over to the far side. Long three. That's no good. Kerrigan Lockard the rebound for the Hawks. To Taylor Akers. Near side for Talbert. Now Kerrigan Lockard with it. She forces up a shot. It's no good. Crashes for the rebound. And South Shelby had it momentarily, and then a timeout taken after I think Parrish dove in and got that ball. Clopton takes the timeout. They'll have the ball and the lead when we come back on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by China Cafe USA, Danny Orp Contracting, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Veolia Landscaping Supply, Meyer Implement, and Calumet of Missouri.
Student section strong for Clopton tonight. Always seem to be. They're a little hobbled, though.
It's a long trip from South Shelby to bring a student section, unless they would have brought a bus for the cheering squads, but it doesn't appear to be the case.
Off the inbound, here's Parrish with it. Out high, gives it to Taylor Akers. Akers looking for a little room. Coming off the wing on the far side. To Bruni. Bruni now for Harrelson. Ball fake. Finds some room on the baseline. Her shot blocked. Lockard had the rebound, but it's knocked away and will stay with the Hawks.
Down to 2:28 to play in the half in a low-scoring affair. We've seen a number of low-scoring games this week.
So Parrish will inbound underneath the basket. Looking. Gets Akers off the glass too hard. Oh, good play developed. Just couldn't get the finish there as Taylor had to rush the shot. To Patterson, back the other way for South Shelby. Over to the far point now for Amber Durbin. Durbin gives it to the wing. Now into the corner. And a foul going to be called on a little bump on Harrelson.
That'll be her first, just the team's third. If you watch defensively, they're face guarding, Clopton's face guarding both Wood and Gaines, trying to keep them from catching the basketball.
Running out of time. They throw it in. There's that face guard, but they got the pass. Little floater off the glass, no good. And Kerrigan Lockard the rebound over to Taylor Akers. Down to Bruni. She can't hit the shot. There was definitely contact on the way up.
And they caught it. Foul's going to go against Amber Durbin, her first. And that'll send the freshman Madeline Bruni to the line. She'll get two shots.
She wears number 33 and hits.
Down to 1:58 to play in the first half.
13-11 Clopton. Trying to make it to yet another district championship game. She hit them both. And now Clopton with their biggest lead of the game at 3. Patterson trapped in the backcourt. Hands it off to the far side and out of bounds, or a timeout. Timeout taken by South Shelby. They trail the Hawks 14-11 with 1:50 to play in the first half on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Spring Valley Accounting, McDingers, and Stephen Arch's Marriage, DDS, and his wonderful staff.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Elsberry and Paris yet to play tonight here on KJFM from this Class 2 District 5 semifinal. It's going to be a tough test for Elsberry.
Yes, it will.
Here's Patterson for the Ladybirds. A couple of crossovers, trying to find room against Harrelson. They go far side with it. Back to the near side for Patterson. She goes all the way to the hoop, misses everything, but a foul going to be whistled. And who are they going to call that on?
Looks like it's going to go on. Oh, is it going to be on
Lockard? Yep, her third. That is trouble.
It is hers on her.
Talbert getting ready to check back in. The first free throw is no good for Patterson. They are 1 for their first 3 from the line. Second shot is good. And it's a 2-point game. Kerrigan Lockard is on the bench again. 3 fouls here in the first half. She'll probably sit until at least the start of the third. Here's Taylor Akers for Clopton.
Clopton may be content to run some clock here.
Yeah. Up 2. Here's Harrelson into a triple team.
So much for that.
Yeah. Foul on the floor. But we'll have a 1-and-1, right?
Fouls on Wegman. That is the 7th team foul, so Harrelson will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Marissa Rubison into the game for the first time tonight for South Shelby.
And the first shot earns the second for Megan Harrelson. Second shot is good as well. Clopton's built a 4-point lead.
Biggest of the game by either team.
16-12 is the Clopton advantage. Here's a 3. It's short. Rebound taken by South Shelby and a push called.
I believe that's going to be on Bruni. Yep, you're right. Be her first. Only the 15th foul, so South Shelby will get it underneath their own basket, right side of the paint.
They get it into Rubison. She goes backward to Kaylee Gaines. Near side for Rubison. Dribbling high, almost overthrew Patterson. Good athletic play to stretch and get that ball. Over to the far side. Here's a 3. That one's good. Just splashes that one home.
Dovin with the 3 that time.
Clopton ahead by 1. Final 30 seconds. Here's a 3. Near side, in and out. And the rebound taken by the Ladybirds. 16-15. The Hawk advantage to the near side for Rubison. Bounce pass down low. Foul and a bucket.
Dovin on the nice feed is going to be fouled from behind by Talbert. That'll be her first, team 6. But Dovin will go to the line and try and add to what is now a 1-point lead for the Ladybirds.
Should have burned some clock when you said so, huh?
Yeah. got your best player on the bench. They're going to sit back, take the time off the clock, get on to the second half.
Down to 13 seconds. Now you trail by 2. 4-point lead. Now a 2-point deficit. Here's Harrelson down to 6 on the clock. Now 5. She'll take the 3. It's offline. Rebound. And they don't get the shot off. Parrish just a tad late. Missed it anyway. And Clopton will go to the locker room trailing by 2. 18-16 as we've reached the Cellular and Satellite Center halftime report on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Vernon and Judy Brown are the owners and operators of Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Highway 61 in Silex. Brown's Smokehouse Meats also invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street. For all your smokehouse meats, deer processing, and homemade sausage, be sure to visit Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Silex and Troy.
Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, business 61 North in Bowling Green.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
2-point lead for South Shelby after 2 quarters. Clopton with about a minute left had a 4-point lead. Kerrigan Lockard picks up her 3rd foul. Instead of running clock, they attack the basket, come up empty, and all of a sudden they're down by 2. A 6-point swing in the last 45-50 seconds.
Big 3-pointer by Gaines, and then Emma Dovin with a 3-point play turned that 4-point lead into a 2-point deficit. South Shelby led it 8-7 at the end of the first quarter. Outscored Clopton 10-9, so a really low-scoring game, which is a little bit of a shock to me because both of these teams can put some points on the board. But it's been a measured and good defense. Actually, I would say accounts for a lot of it. Is Clopton's played very well on defensive end, as has South Shelby. Then you throw in Lockard getting in a little bit of foul trouble, spending a little time in the first quarter on the bench with 2, and then with a minute 21, I think, or a minute 46, she went down with back to the bench with her third foul. That contributed to the issues for Clopton. We'll see what they can get worked out at half in the locker room.
They combined only for 130 points in their respective opening round victories.
Yeah.
I like how Clopton does it. They go into the locker room with the team, and then Coach Street, Coach Alejandro come back out and have a little talk of their own before going in and really addressing the team on what they liked and what needs to change in the second half.
Well, you let the girls go in and take whatever frustrations or whatever business they need to take care of. And as a coaching staff, you get your thoughts together and go in as a unified staff, and then you've got their undivided attention for the 4 or 5 minutes that you've got left at half.
We'll take a break. We'll come back with first half scoring and a look ahead at Elsberry and Paris when we return on the Cellular and Satellite Center halftime report.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber Company in Vandalia, Wood Smoke Meats, and Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Hinky Construction, Midwest Pest Professionals, and Perkins Electrical Service.
18-16 after 2. South Shelby leads Clopton. And how about those first half scoring numbers?
Well, not a lot of scoring to talk about, as you might expect. Kerrigan Lockard leads the Hawks with 8, 4 for Megan Harrelson, 2 each for Stephanie Talbert and Madeline Bruni. The Hawks were 7 for 9 from the free throw line, so they shot well from the charity stripe, and they took care of the basketball. They only turned it over twice. Their biggest lead of the first half was that 4-point lead. With about 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. For the Ladybirds of South Shelby, Emma Dovin and Miranda Patterson with 6 each, 4 for Kaylee Gaines and 2 for Carly Collins. They were 3 for 5 from the line. They turned it over 5 times. And their biggest lead of the game was a 3-point lead. That was late in the first quarter. So pretty even statistics, as you might well expect. Pretty even score, and nothing's been decided yet. We'll have 16 minutes left of basketball. See who goes to the championship game.
Still have Elsberry and Paris coming up in the 1-4 matchup to decide who the winner of this game will take on in the championship game later in the week. And tomorrow on KJFM we'll have 2 more games for this tournament, as the early game will be Van Far against Paris. That's a 2-3 matchup as well. And then Clopton and Louisiana in the late game, a 1-4 matchup. But Clopton a little bit hobbled as one of their starters, Zach Evans, is going to be out with a lower body injury. And if you're watching tonight's game on KJFM, Eagle102.net, those crutches you see down in the corner to the left are those of Zach Evans. And he's got the boot, but he's also got crutches. So he will not be available tomorrow.
Well, and Clopton's spent, about a week fighting the flu 2 weeks ago. Played a number of games, 2 games, maybe 3, kind of short-handed with several guys.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Yeah, I think they had about 5 guys off of the varsity that were out. Mm-hmm. Ended up starting a JV kid and a couple other JV kids who actually showed very well, I might add. Got to play a lot in the varsity. So adversity is something they're familiar with. And as Coach Francis said to me earlier, it's a time for somebody to step up, another chance for somebody to step up. And so it'll be interesting. And ironically, Louisiana is playing their best ball of the season right now, as they've scored in the 60s their last 2 games. And
we talked about the mental link between broadcasters and players on free throws. You said something last night, Louisiana playing to lose, and then boom, they hit about 6 points in a matter of about 15 seconds.
Yeah, and you can't do that. We won't have to worry about that in this game as it's 18-16. We're ready to go. South Shelby will have it to start the second half.
Ball's in play. As we wrap up the Cellular and Satellite Center halftime report, go right into third quarter action here from the Dale Miller Gymnasium. That shot off the glass is no good for the Ladybirds, and Talbert the rebound for Clopton. Here come the Hawks.
Lockard had to back off that time defensively, but Wood unable to convert.
Lost it out of bounds, and they're going to say it wasn't knocked away. So a turnover gives it back to the Ladybirds with a 2-point lead. 18-16 to the near corner. Here's a three. Near side over everything, and the rebound tracked down in the far corner by Rodemeyer. She works it in. Shot off the bottom of the backboard, no good. Here comes Kerrigan Lockard for Clopton. Hands it off to Taylor Akers. Now for Megan Harrelson. Harrelson on the dribble, trying to find a little bit of room. Works around everybody, goes high off the glass and scores. We're tied at 18.
She was quiet in the first half. She just had 4 points. See if Harrelson can get untracked here in the second.
A minute gone here in the third. With it is Rodemeyer over to the far side now for Patterson. Patterson goes to the hoop. Scoop off the glass is too high, and the rebound picked up by Harrelson.
2 layups missed on the opening 2 possessions by South Shelby.
Here's Harrelson, has the ball knocked away and taken. Good defense that time by the Ladybirds. And they come up the floor with it. Long pass ahead. They'll kick it back to Miranda Patterson. Patterson to the near side for Callie Rodemeyer. Back to the top and to Rodemeyer again on the near point. Free throw line. That shot high arcing over Kerrigan Lockard and in for number 22, Mallory Wood.
Her first points of the night.
And South Shelby, the first team into the 20s. 20-18 is their lead. And here's Harrelson. Long 2-point shot is no good. And the rebound picked up by the Ladybirds. Rodemeyer got the long board. Here comes South Shelby to the near side for Rodemeyer. Free throw line. They work it down to the high post. And that shot just kind of opened things up. And in for 2 is Wood. She's got 4 points here in the quarter. It's a 4-point lead. That's the biggest of the night for the Ladybirds. From the corner, here's Harrelson to the free throw line. Kerrigan Lockard, shot long. Rebound, fought for. Comes to Parrish. Parrish off the glass, no. And this time the board grabbed by Kaylee Gaines. Gaines back across the line for South Shelby. To the near side now for Rodemeyer. Rodemeyer. Cross point pass. That 3-pointer is no good. And the rebound picked up by Parrish. She gets ahead to Akers to the near side for Megan Harrelson. Harrelson dribbles out of the corner and gives it to Akers between the circles. To the near side, Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard ball fake and a blocking foul. Going to be whistled against South Shelby, and that's on number 35, Carly Collins, her third.
Clopton coaching staff takes a little sigh of relief there that wasn't a charge, and the 4th foul on Lockard.
And out of the ball game comes Collins, replaced by Emma Dovin.
Her 3rd foul, by the way.
Here's Harrelson to inbound for the Hawks. They go far side, it's taken away. Good job jumping the inbound pass there by Mallory Wood. She's come off the bench and been a pretty big factor here in the third quarter. Rodemeyer. That shot, little floater, no good for Wood. Maybe got a little too confident with that shot.
Yeah, she didn't go up with authority that time. It was kind of like she was undecided whether she really wanted to shoot it or not, but didn't go in.
Here's Akers, hands off for Kerrigan Lockard. Out high for the Hawks. Now to Harrelson. Harrelson, good spin move, and foul whistled against South Shelby.
That's going to be on Rodemeyer. That'll be her 3rd as well. Bruni returns now for the Hawks. Looks like Harrelson will take a seat.
She's doing that deep breathing. A little winded here in the third. That pass jumped and stolen, and now a foul going to be whistled on Parrish.
4th turnover of the quarter by Clopton, uncharacteristic for them.
It's just Parrish's first foul. Rodemeyer gets it in to number 34, Emma Dovin. Dovin at the near point. Couple of passes, takes it back up top. Now to Rodemeyer again. She holds it high. Gave up her dribble after one bounce. Now to Kaylee Gaines. Gaines to the far side for Miranda Patterson. That ball goes to the far side, knocked out of bounds by Kerrigan Lockard.
Well, South Shelby should try to get this ball into the post and see how Lockard's going to handle it.
Instead, they go out to the corner. Here, step out three. Well off the mark, and the rebound pulled down by Talbert, but she loses it. It goes to the floor and tied up. They've got a jump ball, and it favors Clopton. Back into the ball game, Megan Harrelson replacing Talbert.
Well, I think Clopton don't you think they need to speed this game up? The half-court set stuff isn't working for them, as South Shelby's been pretty good in the half-court defense.
Here's Kerrigan Lockard. And that looked like it may have been the fourth on Kerrigan.
That'll be on Dovin, her first.
Third team foul here in the second half, and Coach O'Loughlin wanted an explanation. The optics of it, I think, post contact, didn't favor Clopton.
Not at all.
Pass down low, goes to the floor, and we've got another foul on Dovin.
So she has two now.
And she's frustrated. I think a timeout or maybe a substitution probably do her good right now.
Nothing doing, though.
Nope. Because she's in replacing someone with 3 fouls already. And now another foul.
3 consecutive fouls in less than 10 seconds.
This one's on Mallory Wood, her first. Team's 5th. And I think if you get into a free throw battle, Clopton's going to win this game.
I agree.
There's a 3 off the inbound. Oh, a big one for Taylor Akers. Her first 3 points tonight. Makes it a 1-point game, 3:15 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Kaylee Gaines. Pass around to Patterson. Patterson and another foul whistle, this one on Akers.
It's not going to be 5-1 for long.
No.
It's 5-2 now. That's the first on Akers, and not Lockard. Talbert will come back in for Lockard.
There you go. 3:08 to play. Third quarter. Class 2 District 5 semifinals. Ball, almost a steal. Instead, a foul called on Megan Harrelson, her second. That could have been huge.
Will we have a third one right in a row, just like we did on the other end?
Off the inbound, the 3 is short. And a tie-up. This time it favors the Ladybirds. I'll count that as the third one. Continues the South Shelby possession. Harrelson got away with a little reach in there. And there's the foul. This one on Parrish. Her second.
And the fouls are 5-4 now.
South Shelby to inbound to the near side for Gaines. Out high now for Patterson on the far point. Behind the free throw line for Wood. Wood bounces it backward again to Gaines. Back to Patterson now. Trying to find a seam are the Ladybirds. They get it to the high post. Putting that ball away. Is that going to go down? No. Ooh, I thought it was going to. Bounced off the rim 3 times.
Yes, it did.
Into the far corner now for Harrelson. Harrelson going to drive baseline. Shot no good, but a foul will send Megan to the line.
And if that's on Rodemeyer, that's 4 on her.
And it is. And now Coach Luke O'Loughlin going to have to make some changes.
16 fouls, so Clopton will shoot free throws from here on out, and we've got 2:22 to play in the third.
22-22. Twos are wild, right? Deuces.
And 2:22 to play in the
game.
Yeah, you already said that. And she made 2 free throws.
She did to make it 23-22. Clopton back ahead after trailing by 4 to the near side for Kaylee Gaines. They work it down low. Turnaround shot off the glass. That's a nice play for Mallory Wood. She's got 6 in the quarter. South Shelby takes the lead. Here's Akers. With 2 minutes to go in the third quarter of this Class 2 District 5 semifinal. Second semi coming up between Elsberry and Paris. Here's Lockard to the hoop. Yes.
Her first bucket of the second half. She's got 10, and Clopton retakes the lead by 1.
25-24, minute 40 on the clock. Near side, it's Amber Durbin. Back up high and around to the far side for Patterson. Mallory Wood with it. Now for Amber Durbin. Durbin to Wood. She's looking for a little room. Parrish fell down. She's back up. Work it down low. That shot over everything. And the rebound picked up by Lockard. Ahead for Harrelson. She pops the 12-footer. No good. And then a big-time shoulder check there from Megan Harrelson.
And that'll be her third foul.
Put down Patterson.
Fifteen foul on the Lady Hawks.
Fouls are 6-5. There's going to be a lot of free throws in the fourth quarter.
Yes, there are.
Up the floor with it is Patterson. To the near side. Here's a three. That's offline. And the rebound all alone for it was Taylor Akers. Taylor with 50 seconds to go.
Now they're going to pull them out. Protect your players with 3 fouls. Lockard and Harrelson. South Shelby's not going to come and get them. Let the clock run, right?
Exactly, down to 32.
Hey, we're going to decide this one in the fourth quarter.
Yes, we are. Down to 20 seconds to go. Now, Lockard comes in and talks to Coach Street.
Don't see that every day, do you?
Down to 14 seconds. Near side for Megan Harrelson. Harrelson kicks it down low to Kerrigan. Bounces it off a foot. Passed it to herself. Goes to the hoop. No. Oh, that would have been sweet if it would have worked out. In the backcourt with it.
Crazy.
And a buzzer beater shot is half court short to end the third quarter. 25-24. Clopton leads for the first time at the end of a quarter. Just by 1, though, over South Shelby as we continue with the Class 2 District 5 semifinal on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 brought to you by Twin City Bowl, Airco Convenience Centers, and Silex Banking Company.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the fourth quarter here from Clopton High School. Class 2 District 5 semifinals. Taylor Akers with the ball. Clopton with a 1-point lead. Hands it to Kerrigan. Lockard. Lockard over to the far side. Harrelson for 3. Oh, just a bit long in the rebound. Long rebound is tracked down by Collins, and then she turns it over.
She traveled. Just the first turnover of the second half. I started keeping track of threes for the second half of South Shelby. They're 0 for 5 so far.
Live by, die by.
There you have it.
Over to the far side, here's Kerrigan Lockard. Out to Taylor Akers. Hawks keep possession with a 1-point lead. Harrelson back to Parrish. Parrish out from the point, hands it off to Taylor Akers. Akers comes back from between the circles. Now changes direction, gives it to Kerrigan. Kerrigan over to the far side for Megan Harrelson. Harrelson kicks it out to Taylor Akers. Pass was a little offline. She couldn't line up for the 3. Goes back, gives it off to Lockard. Lockard, Free throw line extended. Now gives it to Parrish. Parrish to the hoop. Oh, got a little too fast for herself. Ball goes to the floor. Comes back to Harrelson. And we're going to try it again. Now it goes to the floor again, and a foul going to be whistled on Kerrigan Lockard, I believe.
I think it is. I think she dove into the knees, and that is going to be her fourth.
So she's got 4. Rodemeyer has 4 on the other side. Turnover gives it back to South Shelby with 52 seconds gone here in the fourth.
Rodemeyer is on the bench right now, however.
Yes, she is, to the near side for Gaines. That pass offline. Patterson gets it back. And that's a
little hand check.
Yeah,
a little hand check on Bruni, I believe. Fouls are even.
Actually, unbelievably, that's
17th. Actually, 7-6 now, isn't it?
Yeah, they'll be the first ones to shoot 1-and-1s.
Gaines will go to the line for that 1-and-1.
Foul was the second on Bruni. And the first one's no good. She doesn't earn the second, but they do earn the rebound. And they'll set it up again over to the far side now for Kaylee Gaines. Gaines kicks it all the way back. Now near side for Wood. Mallory Wood tries an inlet pass. It was tipped by Parrish. They get it back again, and that shot rims out. Parrish this time all alone for the rebound. And Clopton will take it the other way. Parrish, a very underrated defender.
That she is. Played almost 2 minutes in this fourth quarter. No one scored yet.
Here's a shot. And now, there's our first score of the fourth. Harrelson with 2 more.
She's got 6 in the half, 10 for the game.
They try and work it inside. Pass is tipped and taken by Clopton. Here comes Harrelson the other way. Trying to go coast to coast. Lost control. Gets it back. Turnaround shot. Now it's good.
She's starting to feel it.
5-point lead is the biggest of the night for either side. Comes just over 2 minutes into this fourth quarter. Here's a 3. Near side. Good. Oh, my goodness. Dove in, and immediately a timeout taken. 2-point game. Clopton ahead. 29-27 here in the fourth from the Class 2 District 5 semifinals on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Sparks Heating and Air, PJ's Salon, Central Elevator, and Night Equipment.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Outlaw Lawn and Landscaping, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Twin Pike Family YMCA.
Big 3 by Emma Dovin. Prior to the timeout, makes it a 2-point game after Clopton had stretched things to 5. But Harrelson is...
She's starting to heat up. We've had 3 quarters of sparring, if you will. Now maybe we're ready to get with the program here a little bit.
Again, Clopton scored 80 points in the opening round. South Shelby 51. But this isn't the opening round anymore. These teams trying to get to the district championship. Harrelson can't hit that runner off the glass. Rebound tipped around. Saved in. Right to Bruni. But it goes to the floor. Now tied up. And who has the arrow? South Shelby has the arrow.
Lots of hustle. Bodies on the floor. This is what it's all about. 2 teams getting after it.
Now the Lady Birds could tie or take the lead with a 3. Patterson holds up her fist as she crosses the line, calling out the play to her teammates. Over to the far side now for Gaines. Up top for Dovin. Dovin gives it to Patterson. Akers works it against her. She goes to the hoop, scoops it off the glass, no good. Kerrigan the rebound for the Hawks. Ahead to Taylor Akers.
Couldn't finish with the left hand, and we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor.
Clopton takes this one ahead 29-27. 4:50 to go in the fourth on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Frankfurt Farm Supply, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Young Enterprises.
The staff at Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice are your neighbors. Here are just a few of the programs they have to offer. Baby Basics, breastfeeding peer counseling, natural nursers, car seat safety, farm safety for kids, maternal and child health, safe sitter courses, and WIC, plus much more. Pike County Health Department is a not-for-profit organization as it is funded by tax dollars. So when you use their services, you're putting your tax dollars to work. To keep up to date, be sure to like them on Facebook. Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, located in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
Off the timeout, a turnaround shot for Megan Harrelson from about 4 foot out. And Clopton stretches that lead to 31-27. South Shelby with the ball.
Rodemeyer back in the game.
Playing with 4 fouls. Here's Patterson with it between the circles for the Ladybirds. She tried to find some room. Akers cut her off. Works it back now for Gaines. Gaines has it taken away by Bruni. Here comes Bruni. Her shot short. Lockard's rebound is good. Rolled that one home. She's got a dozen.
Big steal there by Bruni.
Back the other way is Miranda Patterson. 4 minutes to go. Bruni again causing trouble. Ball rolls out of bounds, and it's the Hawks. Where is Bruni coming from?
Turning up the heat defensively. 2 turnovers in consecutive possessions.
Madeline Bruni. Spark plug here in the 4th quarter, midway point. Akers across the line. Does Clopton run a little clock here? If they let them.
They're thinking about it. Up by 5, or up by 6. Why not? That's the biggest lead of the game.
For either side, here's Akers. Keeps her dribble. Back between the circles. Now she moves. And a hand check foul. Called, was that on Wood?
I believe it was. No, actually, they're going to call it on Patterson, it looks like.
Her second. And a 1-and-1 coming for Taylor Akers. Just 3 points tonight, but she's been a factor in other areas. First shot, missed. So good foul to take for South Shelby. Here's Patterson back the other way, 3:20 to play. Pass down low is knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with South Shelby, but you just got to keep that in mind. There's no easy pass out there right now for the Ladybirds.
Not at all.
Well, that one was kind of easy, but the shot was too hard.
Well, that's about 5 layups South Shelby's missed in this game.
I mean, it all looks like they're just too amped up when they find that much space. Here's Akers. Gets it to Harrelson, and she's going to hold. Clock running down to 2:55. Now she goes to the dribble, and another foul whistled against the Ladybirds.
Leon Wood, her second. And Harrelson will go to the free throw line.
Harrelson has been very good in this ball game. First shot, earns the second. And the lead grows again, up to 7 points. Make it 8. Perfect from the line, 6 of 6. 4 of 4 here in the second half for Megan Harrelson.
12 points in the second half, 16 for the game for Harrelson.
There's a travel. Gaines drug the pivot foot, and a big hug between Bruni and Akers after that turnover. Timeout taken by Coach O'Laughlin and the Ladybirds with 2:43 to play in regulation. Clopton starting to stretch it out a little bit on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Center Locker Service, County Market in Vandalia, and Advanced Eye Care. If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. They'll be there for you when the sun comes up.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pam Todd Watts Realty, Quiver River Electric Cooperative, and All Parts.
Now this is Clopton basketball here in the second half. Turnovers leading to points.
And they've only given up 3 points in the fourth quarter.
That's even bigger story there. Harrelson to inbound. Gets it to Kerrigan Lockard across the line. She hands it back to Harrelson. Good pass to Taylor Akers between the circles. Is Sal Shelby going to have to ramp things up here? Akers trying to find some room. Lost the defender and backs up to the center circle. Out to defend. They'll start the count on her. She dribbles again. Backs it up. And this is something Akers is extremely good at.
She is. And they're going to have to try and double.
She gets around the double, takes it to the near side and dribbles out. Hands it off to Megan Harrelson. Harrelson, she's also pretty good at it. Couple of good crossovers, kicks it near side to Bruni. Bruni kicks it back out to Taylor Akers. They worked almost a minute off the clock on this possession. Work it down to Kerrigan Lockard. Lockard across to Bruni off the glass and in. That's what you got to do. You got to end it with points.
Looking for a layup, and they got it. And the lead is now 10.
To the near side. We're down to 1:36 to go in this game. And hook shot, no good. Rebound taken by the Hawks. To the near side, good save. And a foul whistled against Sal Shelby.
Foul's going to go against Dove in her third. And as we talked last night, when you get down by 10, fouling doesn't really work. You know, the best you can hope for is they're going to miss one of the two free throws, and then you answer with the three. You only pick up 2 points per possession if it goes perfectly. And you got to make threes. It just doesn't really work out very well.
And
there's the miss that they're looking for.
Akers has missed the front half twice. Luckily for Clopton, that's the last 1-and-1 they'll shoot. They work it all the way down, though. Good block from behind by Harrelson. Ball loose, though. And a reach-in foul on Taylor Akers.
Now, you don't want to do that. You don't want to put the other team on the line to try and score points without time running off the clock.
.116 to play, 37-27 at the line. Emma Dovin, her second trip there tonight. She's 1 for 1. Hits that one, turn the second. So she can cut it to 8 with this shot. And it's on its way. And she does rattle that one home, so she stays a perfect 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Here's Harrelson. Skips it across to the near side for Taylor Akers, and a reach-in foul. Going to send Taylor to the line to shoot 2.
And if that's on Rodemeyer, that's her 5th.
So no points for Kylie Rodemeyer in this ball game as she fouls out with 1:07 to play.
And she's a senior. Akers will get 2 shots, I believe.
Taylor's first shot rims out. 0 for 3. That is something you don't see.
That is a fact.
From Taylor Akers. Just has the 1 3-pointer here in the second half. That shot is good.
So the lead still 9, still a 3-possession game.
Down to 1:04 to play. Here comes Sal Shelby with Patterson over to the far side. From the corner, a 3. It's off the mark. And the rebound grabbed momentarily by Parrish. She kind of looked away from it and then throws it away. She was looking to see who she could pass to up the floor.
She was.
Before it was firmly in her grasp. 52.5 seconds to go. They get it in from in front of the free throw line. That shot's good for Carly Collins. It's a 7-point game. Akers works around one defender, puts on the brakes, goes over to the far side, and she's fouled. Back to the line, Taylor Akers, 38.8 seconds to go.
She'll get 2 this time, a foul on Dovin, her 4th. 10th team foul.
Emma Dovin picks up the personal, and the shot is long. Thought she was going to get the friendly bounce there. Wouldn't stick to the front iron.
You remember in the Bowling Green tournament, Clopton girls made some uncanny number of free throws in the fourth quarter.
In and out, no good. Wow. She's hit 1 of 6 here down the stretch. 33 seconds to go. Here's a shot for Patterson off the rim. No good. Rebound Harrelson, and she's fouled. And that's going to be on Miranda Patterson.
Patterson's third. Let's see how Harrelson can handle the pressure at the free throw line. Although we just got 26.1 seconds to play. It's a 7-point lead. Something dramatic would have to happen for the Hawks not to advance.
First shot. Good.
You're not going to say it, are you? Don't say it.
What, that it's an 8-point lead?
No,
chance to make it 9 from the line?
She had missed her free throw.
Yeah. Little floater pass to Patterson. They get it up across the line, but we're down to 22 seconds to play. 19, here's a 3. And that one goes off the rim, over the backboard, and out of bounds. Back to the Hawks, and they're going to play in another district title game.
They are on Saturday night at 4 o'clock. Set your timepiece.
Floater ahead. Here's Bruni. No good. Rebound tipped out. We're down to 5 seconds. Akers grabs the rebound, gets it to Lockard, and Clopton has won this ball game. Final 2 seconds run off. 40-31 is our final. The Lady Hawks move on and will face the winner of the Elsberry Paris game. I guess it could be Parrish, whatever. We have one of those two. 40-31 our final. The postgame show coming up next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get-rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
People's Bank & Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank & Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community. Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
It's not your classic Clopton type of victory, but the defensive plan was sound tonight, and they pull away in the fourth, outscoring South Shelby 15-7 in the final quarter to win this ball game by 9 points, 40-31. And how did they do it?
Well, defensively, they stepped up in the second half dramatically. They only gave up 13 points the entire second half. South Shelby was 1 for 8 from 3 in the second half after they made 3 3-pointers in the first half. So they paid attention to the details on the defensive end and created 10 turnovers from South Shelby, got a couple layups out of it, worked through some foul trouble with Kerrigan and Lockard having to spend some time on the bench. So just a workmanlike effort for the Lady Hawks. And, as we've said to a point people are probably tired of hearing it this time of the year. It doesn't matter how, you just got to survive and advance. And that's what they did, and they get to look forward to the championship game on Saturday.
And how about Megan Harrelson? Taylor Akers did not have a good night shooting. Just her only shot from the field was a three-pointer, and then was 1 of 6 shooting free throws. But then Harrelson comes out there and is a perfect 8 for 8 from the free throw line to bail.
And was quiet in the first half. Harrelson only had 4 points in the first half, and she finishes with 18. And so with Lockard in foul trouble, Lockard and Harrelson are the two big scorers, the main scorers for Clopton this year. When you've got one on the bench, you got to have the other one step up. And in the second half, the legend of Megan Harrelson grew as she did step up and led her Lady Hawks to victory.
And as the going got tough, Clopton got going. They dealt with the nerves a lot better than South Shelby.
They did. South Shelby's young. You get behind. Once they got behind, they started pressing a little bit. Then, as we said, when you get down by 8 or 10 points and start the foul game, even though Lockard Akers, I just say, didn't have a typical free throw shooting night for Harrelson did, and the free throw numbers, Clopton was 14 for 21 from the line. South Shelby 5 for 8, so they didn't get to the line very much. They shot a good percentage, but the differential in free throws, 9. The winning margin, 9.
There you go. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with full scoring for this ball game, and then set up the final game of the night between Elsberry and Paris. Clopton wins this one 40-31 on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, American Family Insurance in Bowling Green, and Eisenbath Auto Supply.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Hogue Ford, and Bank of Louisiana.
Well, I about destroyed all the equipment, but we've got our starters for the next game. But before we get to that, how about our final scoring numbers for this one?
Let's take a look at South Shelby first. They finished their season at 13 and 14. One person in double figures, Emma Dobin. She had 11. And the Hawks did good on their two leading scorers, Mallory Wood and Kelly Gaines. They had 6 and 4 respectively. 6 as well for Miranda Patterson and 4 for Carly Collins. As I said, they were 5 from 8 from the free throw line. They turned it over 10 times. They led by 4 in that second half, but that wasn't enough as the Hawks came roaring back. For the Lady Hawks, they were led by Megan Harrelson with 18, 12 for Kerrigan Lockard, 4 each for Madeline Bruni and Taylor Akers, and 2 for Stephanie Talbot. They were 14 for 21 from the line, turned it over 7 times, and their biggest lead of the night was 10 points. They raised their record to 20 and 6 on the season, and they will await the winner of the game we'll have for you momentarily between the top seed Paris Coyotes and the Elsberry Indians.
Great execution by Clopton tonight. Not their normal game. They went out there, they made the adjustments, they bought into what the coaches presented as the game plan, and now are going to play for another district title here in 2020. So congratulations to Coach Street, Coach Alejandro, and we'll see them back in the title game on Saturday night. Who will they play? Will it be the top seed Paris, led by their height in the middle, or the speed of Elsberry? It's going to be a tough task for the Lady Indians. We'll see what happens when we start the pregame show next on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102, brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, McCoy Blossom Funeral Homes and Crematory, and the Dairy Queen in Vandalia. Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/get-rewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, we've got Elsberry and Paris, a 1-4 matchup. And, of course, Paris, when you talk about them, you got to talk about the 6'6" senior, Tori Hamilton. She is a huge presence. And you know, with the guys, they list people at 6'6", and they're like 6'4". I think she is every bit of 6'6" out there wearing double fours for Paris, and that's going to be a tough task for
it is
Elsberry, who doesn't have a girl over 5'8" or something like that.
Paris did not play very well early in the semifinal game against Louisiana. They ended up winning 54-18. They kind of got things going in the second half. So we'll see what kind of scouting Coach Dow did as the Indians defeated Mark Twain 41-22 in that first round game. One of the oddities, I should say, of this game is Elsberry 16-10 on the season, the 4 seed. Paris is 14-11. Kind of gives you a feel for the state of the EMO Conference in girls basketball this year. It was down overall as a league. And so a team like Elsberry that finished, second or third, I would guess. Third, I think, in the league with a nice winning record at 16-10. Of course, they've got the Henderson sisters. They kind of are the two straws that stir the drink for Elsberry. They're a young club as well. They've only got one senior, I think, on the team. While Paris comes in with Whelan and Hamilton, both seniors with a lot of varsity experience. And so it's going to be interesting to see how they handle Hamilton. Hamilton has a tendency when she gets it in the post to put it on the floor. She can only go to her right, it seems. And like I say, we'll just have to see how well Elsberry scouted her and what they've drawn up defensively to try and slow her down.
And it seems like as we kind of transition into our Vicki Cadwalder real estate keys to the game here, big, tall players have trouble with little players running around at their hip.
Right.
It's just that's a classic thing. They dominate the rebounds, that's for sure. But when they go to dribble, they have a tough time dribbling around much shorter girls, and Elsberry is loaded with that.
And we used to call it whack-a-mole when that big player brings it down to your level or puts it on the floor, whack it out of there. Like playing the game whack-a-mole, go after it, and then the big player gets frustrated, and a lot of things can change in the game. However, having said all that, if Hamilton catches it on the block, they will have nothing they can do with her if she keeps it above her head, but she'll just turn around and shoot off the glass and score.
Yeah, that's the big question. Can they get her into that position? That's our keys to the game, brought to you by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate. And we'll have our starting lineups for you next on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Orff Construction Company, Betty Davis Insurance Agency, and Binoff Funeral Home.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, business 61 North in Bowling Green.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
Well, take a look at the Elsberry student section. They're out in full force tonight. Down across the way from the Elsberry bench. And I think they'll even have the Clopton student section kind of helping them out in this one as well.
Rekindling of the Indian Hawks, a little bit?
Maybe a little bit here in this ladies semifinal. Our starting lineups, first for the number 4 seed Elsberry Lady Indians. They'll start a 5'2" junior guard, Tynesha Henderson. Number 4 gets to start a 5'9" sophomore, Peyton Robinson. Number 12, a 5'7" junior, Kylie Kinsler gets to start tonight. Number 15, a 5'8" freshman, that's Mackenzie Gladney. And number 43, a 5'7" junior, Tyra Henderson. So again, it's Henderson, Robinson, Kinsler, and Gladney for Elsberry. For the Paris Lady Coyotes, they'll start a senior at 5'3". At the guard, number 2, Delaney Whelan. Number 12 gets the start tonight, a 5'5" senior. 5'5" senior is number 12, Elizabeth Cup. Number 20 gets the start tonight, a 5'6" junior. That's Sydney Price. Number 32, a 5'4" junior, Nicole Skinner. And rounding out the starting 5 is the 6'6" senior, number 44, Tori Hamilton. So again, it's Whelan, Cup, Price, Skinner, and Hamilton for the Paris Lady Coyotes.
Paris coached by Garrett Thomas. Elsberry coached by Carrie Kochdow. Another fun fact, Tori Hamilton has signed her letter of intent to play college basketball at the Division I level at Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville.
So she's going SIUE.
Yeah.
That is a growing, and they just went D1 a couple of years ago. That campus is absolutely fantastic and continues to get better.
It is. Many have questioned their move to the Division I level because basketball, they have not been able to compete very well in the Ohio Valley Conference, which is the league they're in. Elsberry in their road red jerseys with black numbers and white trim. Paris in their home whites with blue numbers and black trim. Robinson will jump center, and she is at a whole head height disadvantage.
Head and neck.
Elsberry moved from our right to our left on our radio, your radio dial, and we're underway. Jim Ross, Mark Froelich with you. Glad to have you with us here. Second semifinal. Who's going to play Clopton? They immediately go inside to Hamilton. She puts it on the floor, can't get it to go, misses the putback. It's no good. Another offensive rebound on the other side from Nicole Skinner, and she'll score it. So Hamilton's going to get hers, but Elsberry's got to block everyone else off the boards. Back they come. It looks like Paris is going to come out in a 2-3 zone. Elsberry has trouble shooting it from beyond the arc, so they're going to have to find somebody that can find the range in this game. And I'm going to guess they're going to grind this down and make it a low-scoring affair as well. As I say that, Henderson shoots a three. It's no good. Tyra can't get it to go. Paris with the rebound. They'll look to run, and nearly stolen away by Robinson. But it goes out of bounds between the bench and the score table. And Paris will have it right there, leading 2-0. We played 45 seconds. Elsberry in a 1-2-2. It looks like three ball from Whelan's off the mark. Long rebound struck down the far corner. That is Skinner, and she scores the second bucket of the night for Paris. Her second bucket as well, both on offensive rebounds. And they lead it 4-0. Not the start Elsberry looking for.
And maybe a little too focused on 44?
Possibly. Robinson now. Inside the arc, left wing, gets it ahead of the key to Tanisha. She'll drive to the mid-paint area, can't get it to go. There's Skinner with another rebound. Up to Whelan. Whelan on the right wing, lobs it into Hamilton. She makes the catch under the basket, misses it from point-blank range again. Tanisha with the rebound. She'll head the other way. Gets it down low to Gladney, and it's swatted, and there's a whistle and a foul. Foul's going to go on Hamilton, her first. And Mackenzie Gladney will go to the line, or check that. Kylie Kinsler will go to the line. She'll get two shots. Those two girls look alike to me. One wears 12, one wears 15. I get them mixed up all the time. First free throw by Kinsler, the junior, is good.
Yeah, similar build, similar ponytail placement.
They're messing with us. As we were explaining the other night, when you're broadcasting, you can't see the numbers, so you get to where you figure out the looks and the tendencies of the player, and they are almost identical in those categories. And second free throw is no good. Paris with the offensive rebound. They come back on the offensive end, lob into Hamilton. She puts it on the floor, up and good. So they're not collapsing on her when she puts it on the floor. All three times she's got it, she's dribbled, but no whack-a-mole for Elsberry so far tonight, and they trail by 5, 6-1. Robinson on the right wing now against the zone in the corner to Kinsler. Her shot's an air ball. Paris will come away with the loose ball. Whelan across the timeline. Right wing now to Cup. Back to Whelan at the head of the key. Short corner on the left side to Skinner. She'll drive baseline. Gets it to the right corner for three to Cup. It's in and out, no good. Rebound to Henderson. And she's going to travel.
Yeah, she was going to go cross court with a pass. And in midair, realized that wasn't available.
Is that one of those jump up in the air and go, uh-oh?
Yeah.
What do I do now? So the first turnover of the game gives it back to Paris. Shot from the deep corner, or actually a pass into Hamilton, and she scores. Candace Dow checked into the game during that last dead ball for Gladney. Elsberry needs a bucket. They trail by 7, 8-1.
I want to see where exactly Tiny Henderson lines up against Hamilton.
I'm going to say her waist.
Bottom of the rib cage, maybe.
Robinson puts it on the floor, gets a shot block, gets it back, though. Now Dow from the left corner from 16. It's off the mark as well. So Elsberry can't buy a basket here in the early going. We played about 3.5 minutes, and it's 8-1. Inside now to Hamilton. She'll make the catch up off the glass and good. And it's a 10-1 lead for Paris. Elsberry does not have an answer at this point. They've got to stretch this game out. They can't play half court and win this game. No way. Tanisha Henderson, her shot's no good. Tyra with the rebound. There's a whistle and a foul, however. We'll see who the foul's on. It'll be on Whelan, her first. Aaron Heineke and Gracie Hatton prepared to check in after this free throw for Paris. Henderson's first is off the back of the ring, no good. She'll get a second. Paris only traveling with 9 players. And that is 7 that have played as Henderson makes the second. Breaks the scoring drought, but they still trail by 8 at 10-2.
Yet to hit one from the field.
Still playing a little 1-2-2 zone. Wheeling in the far corner now to Heineke. Back to Skinner. Skinner now skips it to the far sideline to Hatton. They throw it cross court. It's too tall. It goes out of bounds as the Elsberry student section trying to rally the troops a little bit. And they get the turnover with 4:04 to play here in the first. Trailing 10-2. Tanisha into the front court to Dow. Left wing in between the circles now to Robinson. Back to Dow. She'll put it on the floor. Right wing to Tyra. She'll shoot it from 3. It's good. And we've got the first field goal. And Coach Garrett Thomas wants a timeout. 10-5. Paris leads it. 3:46 to play in the first. You're listening to Clopton District on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by China Cafe USA, Danny Orff Contracting, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Rawls County Mutual Insurance, Orff Construction, and B&B Automotive.
Well, a field goal that time for Elsberry, Mark, and maybe that'll light a fire under their offensive powers. But out of the timeout, Paris gets it back. Lob it high into Hamilton. She makes the catch and scores. She's just setting up on that right block, taking a drop step into the paint, and they're lobbing it up towards the rim. She catches it and scores. She's got 8. Tanisha with it now. Skips it to Tyra in the left corner. She'll drive baseline. Now tries to get it underneath, but we've got a whistle and a foul, and that'll go on Skinner, her first.
See, and what's dangerous about that play, even more dangerous than, Hamilton being taller, on the other end, if you try and block the pass on the front end instead of, the back end, you foul, it looks like it was a 3-point shot.
Right. Robinson shoots a 3-pointer from deep, and it's off the mark. Hamilton with the rebound. Now head the other way. Will the Coyotes leading 12-5. Down to 3 minutes to play here in the first. Little 3-man game. Price puts it on the floor, dribbles to the elbow. Her shot's off the mark, hits nothing. Tyra with the rebound. Up the left sideline now into the front court. Skips it over to Dow. She's open, doesn't fire the 3. Gets it back to Robinson. Now to Tanisha. Tanisha with the left-hand dribble. Reverses into the paint, still has her dribble, and it's tripped up by Wheeler, and that'll be her second.
That's just good basketball from Tiny Henderson.
And Wheelan will go to the bench with 2 fouls, and Gracie Hatton will return for Paris.
That's exactly what Tynesha wanted to do there, was get Wheelan off the floor.
And it worked. So Elsberry has it trailing by 7, 2:40 to play in the first. Robinson from the right wing to Tanisha. Tanisha dribbles into the paint and has it swatted away by Hamilton, but it goes to Dow. Now Tyra with 3. It's off the mark, no good. And there's a rebounding foul. And Robinson's going to go to the line. Are they going to say it's on the shot? They are. Foul's going to be on Price. 15 foul on Paris. Not a foul yet on Elsberry. Robinson's first free throw's good. She'll get the second. Robinson just a sophomore. Second free throw's up and good as well, cutting the lead to 5. Now here comes some full court pressure by Elsberry. Almost threw it in her own basket. Stolen by Tanisha. She'll take it to glass up. Oh, it didn't go. There's a foul. I thought it was going to roll over the front of the rim, but Tanisha will go to the line, and she'll get 2 shots, and the 6th team foul on Paris. That on Skinner, her second. And Tanisha will get 2 shots. Back of the rim, no good. Whelan will come back in now for Skinner. Both players have 2 fouls. Tanisha Jr., a lefty. Bunch of those floating around this tournament, as we talked about last night. She makes the second and lead down to 4 at 12-8.
Ain't nothing wrong with the lefty.
I think your name might have been mentioned last night. And the long pass stolen by Robinson. She goes to the front court, stops, has it swiped from behind, and stolen right back by Paris. Good defensive play that time by Sydney Price. Now they'll get it down low to Hatton. She tries a cross-court pass. It hits the rim. Now it's loose on the floor. Elsberry comes away with it.
Good
Tanisha
job by Kinsler.
In the front court to Dow for 3 right wing. It's good. Candace Dow drains her first 3-pointer, and the lead is 1. They fought back from 9 down, have the Indians. And it's a 12-11 lead. On the press, it's deflected and stolen away by Elsberry. Dow into the front court now. Hands it off to Tanisha. 1:30 to play in the quarter. Student section making a lot of noise. Dow for another 3 off the back of the ring. No good. Rebounds loose on the floor, and Hatton will come away with it and get it to Whelan. Whelan up the right sideline, hounded by Dow. She'll kick it back to Cup. Cup drives baseline, tries to force it inside. Stolen again by Elsberry. 4th turnover of the game on Paris. Down to a minute to play here in the first. Elsberry trails by 1. Tanisha backs it out. It's going to slow things down a little bit here to Robinson on the left wing. 2-3 zone still by Paris. Robinson penetrates in. Oops, loses the handle. That one got away from her. 3rd turnover gives it back to Paris. Let's see if they want to slow things down and play for 1. Whelan walks it across the timeline. Elsberry in a 1-2-2 zone. Spreading the wings way out to guard the 3-point shooters. Whelan gets it in the high post to Hatton. She lobs it down low to Hamilton. She makes the catch and scores with the left hand that time. She's got 10 of the 14. And it's a 4-point, check that 3-point lead with 20 seconds to play in the quarter. Tyra, right wing 3 ball on the way, rattles it home. Tyra Henderson with her second 3, and we're tied at 14. Down to 12. Whelan into the front court with the left hand, head of the key. Dribbles to the right wing, gets to the glass, lobs it inside to Hamilton. She makes the catch. It won't go. Tyra with the rebound, with 2, with 1. She'll throw it from half court at the buzzer. It's short. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Nothing's been decided. We're tied at 14. Your second quarter's next on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Spring Valley Accounting, McDingers, and Stephen Arch's Marriage, DDS, and his wonderful staff.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Couple scores from the 3A district. Boys side, Christian defeats Herman 60-43. And with 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter, Lutheran St. Charles leads Montgomery County, coached by Elsberry alumni Scotty Kreger, by the score of 28-26. Back here, we're tied at 14. Elsberry has it to start the second. Same players in the game. I actually checked that. Gladney and Kinsler have returned for Elsberry, along with Kelsey Plaster for her first minutes, along with Dow and Tanisha. Gladney skips it in the far corner. Now they try and get it inside to Kinsler. Swatted away by Hamilton. And the turnover gives it back to Paris. Crossover dribble now, left wing pass to Price. Head of the key now to Whelan. Whelan in the far corner to Skinner. She'll shoot the 3 from the rim, no good. Hamilton with the rebound. Back to Whelan's 3 from the head of the key. It's off the mark, no good. Another long rebound by Price, and we'll have a whistle and a foul on the loose ball. And that'll go on Kinsler, I believe.
It is, and it's the first foul against the Indians in this ball game.
As I said in the first game, it won't be 6-1 for long. As Tyra Henderson returns to the game, and Kinsler will take a seat.
You know, I think it will be a pretty wide margin between the two teams as far as fouls go.
We shall see. Hamilton gets it in the post and scores. Can't let her catch it there. There's nobody big enough to push her out from the bucket. So they're just going to have to let her get hers and stop everyone else. The lead is 16-14. Tyra with it now to Dow on the left wing. In the near corner to Plaster. Back to Dow. She spins out of trouble, pulls up from the left elbow from 15, off the mark, no good. Rebound to Skinner for Paris. Ahead to Whelan. Whelan in the front court now, left wing, checked out a 16-footer by Price, hits nothing. Elsberry comes away with the loose ball. Tanisha back into the front court, ahead of the key now to Plaster left wing, near corner to Dow. She'll shoot the three. It's good. Candace Dow with her second three-pointer, and Elsberry has their first lead of the game, 17-16.
What great resiliency from this Elsberry team to be down almost double digits and come back and now take the lead on this team.
They lob it inside to
Who
Hamilton
can do
once
that?
again. Yeah, it's easy pickings. What you got to do to stop that is you got to pressure the ball. You're not going to be able to jump up and stop Hamilton. She's just too tall. So you got to defend it on the other end and put pressure on the ball and don't give them an open passing lane. Tanisha now right wing has it swatted away, and we'll have a whistle and a foul. I believe that'll go on Price.
Her second.
And Elsberry will shoot free throws the rest of the way, as that's the 7th team foul. Tanisha Henderson will do the honors, as Hatton will check in. Price will check out for Paris.
Blaster is having a little extra, almost a timeout with Coach Kerry Kochdow.
Free throw didn't hit anything. It's a rarity that your point guard does that.
Indeed.
As Gladney, or check that, Kinsler and Robinson come in. Plaster and Tanisha take a seat. Paris up by 1, 5:40 to play here in the half. 18-17 our score. In the near corner, now they lob it inside to Hamilton. She makes the catch and scores. It routed around and hit just about everything. And Hamilton's got a boatload of points, most of them, all but 4 of the 20. Kinsler now dribbles out of the corner, looks for some help.
I'm going to have to get some info at halftime, see if she's throwing down a dunk in a game.
Oh, no. She doesn't have any hops.
No?
She's tall, but no hops. You saw that movie, White Men Can't Jump?
Yeah.
Inside, they get it to Gladney. Her shot off the glass won't go. She is tall, though. There's no question about that. Into the front court, leading by 3. They lob it into her on the right block this time. She puts it on the floor, up off the glass, and good. Well, if they don't do, I don't know what the record is for points in a game, but if they don't do something about her, she's going to challenge that.
Uh-huh.
She's got a boatload so far. Tyra Henderson dribbles in, can't find the mark. So several poor offensive possessions for Elsberry. Now all of a sudden they find themselves down by 5 again after fighting back from a 9-point lead. Now a stolen pass by Gladney, and Coach Kerry Kochdow wants a timeout. 22-17, Paris on top, 4:14 to play in the half. You listen to Class 2 District 5 district action on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber Company in Vandalia, Wood Smoked Meats, and Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom checking account. no minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Marshall Chevrolet, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Out of the timeout, Elsberry has the ball trailing by 5. We'll see what they adjusted. Robinson's open for 3 in the corner. It's an air ball. And Whelan with the rebound. She'll take it into the front court, guarded by Gladney. Immediately tries to throw it into Hamilton, but it's too tall for her, and the 5th turnover of the game.
That's really tall.
We'll give it back to Elsberry. Elsberry could use a bucket here. Into the front court they come. 3 ball from Kitzler off the back of the ring, no good. And Hamilton with the rebound. Quick shot that time by the Indians. Whelan in no hurry for Paris. In the front court to Price now. High post now to Hamilton to Whelan. She's open for 3. She'll let it go. It's off the front of the ring, no good. But Kitzler's going to swat it out of bounds. And Paris will maintain possession. Tanisha Henderson will return for Elsberry. Gladney will take a seat. Down to 3:28 to play in the first half. Whelan to trigger it inbounds. Gets it to Skinner. She'll drive baseline. Is she going to step on the inline? Nope, they're going to say she's forced out of bounds. And it'll be a foul on Tyra Henderson, her first.
Just the second on the Indians has a team.
Now they get it inside off the inbounds. Wide open, Gracie Hatton with the bucket. As you talked about paying too much attention to Hamilton, that's exactly what happened there. The defense collapsed on her and left Hatton all alone. Tanisha now between the circles looking for directions from the bench. Now to Dow, left wing, to Tyra between the circles. Back to Dow. She'll tee up the 3 from the right wing. It's good. She's hit 3 of them. And she cuts the lead. Boy, that 3-pointer's a lead breaker for sure. Now it's down to 4. 24-20, down to 2:45 to play in the half. In the high post now to Hamilton. Whelan on the right wing. Got away with the travel. Now to Hamilton in the post. She'll skip it in the far corner to Skinner. Skinner puts it on the floor, gets to the block, puts it up off the glass. No good. Rebounds loose on the floor, and it's going to be a foul on Robinson. And she kind of put a bear hug on Nicole Skinner, who already had the ball on the floor, actually.
That was probably going toward a traveling call.
Yeah. Olivia Kitzler checks in. Robinson steps aside. On inbounds, they allow it to Hamilton. She'll shoot it from 10 and score. Back to a 6-point lead, down to 2:25 in the half.
What's that, 20 now?
All but 6, right?
Yep.
Dow with it now. She's had the hot hand for Elsberry. To Tyra between the circles. She'll hand it off to Tanisha Henderson with 2:05 to play. Tanisha now to Tyra. She's open on the right wing for 3. It's good. She's hit 3 3-pointers. Her and Dow keeping Elsberry in the ball game. The lead down to 3, 26-23. We're under 2 minutes to play in the half. Skip pass in the far corner to Skinner. The outlet pass deflected, stolen by Henderson. She corrals it now. Circles around, is going to wait for the troops to join her. 6 turnover the half. Into Kitzler, shot in and out. No good. Man, she found some open space on the left block. Couldn't get it to go. That would have been a big one.
Yes, it would.
But it won't go. Back come the Coyotes. Cup now robs it inside. Hamilton with the catch. She traveled.
Yep, she got up on her tiptoes and started backpedaling.
Down to 124 and a half. Student section having a ball over there, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Poor fans sitting behind them don't have a chance. All of them dressed in some sort of looks like basketball jerseys. They've emptied the equipment closet at Elsberry.
They have, and another travel called the other way.
Oh, that's the second time. Just an unforced error by Elsberry, standing by yourself, and you shuffle your pivot feet. Down to 1:14 to play in the half. 26-23.
Coach Caleb Johnson in there somewhere? I think he is.
Is he? Paris with it on the offensive end. Wheeling now outside the arc. High post to Skinner. She'll put it on a floor. Goes to the glass. Up and good. Good move that time by Nicole Skinner. She's got 6. Grows the lead back to 5. Under a minute to play here in the half. Tanisha to the head of the key. Right wing to Dow. To Tyra. Tyra now. Elsberry, not a lot of movement. Now they throw away, trying to force it in the high post, but they're going to say that Price got possession and went to her knee, and that's a travel. So Elsberry will get it back. Free throw line extended with 36 seconds right here in the middle of the Paris bench. Trailing by 5. Elsberry could use a bucket. Tyra gets it at the free throw line, shoots it off the glass, and good. A bullet from 15, and it went down, cutting the lead to 3, down to 20 seconds. Paris will play for the final shot. Expecting to try and lob it inside. Here it comes into the high post to Hamilton. Back to Wheelan outside the arc. Down to Skinner on the right block. Outside they kick it to Cup. Cup now lobs it into Hamilton to Wheelan. Down to 3. Head of the key to Skinner. She'll shoot the 3 left wing off the front of the rim. No good. And that'll do it for the first half. And it was a good first half. But the Paris Coyotes go to the locker room on top of the Elsberry Indians 28-25. The U.S. Cellular and Satellite Center halftime show is next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and install security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
The staff at Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice are your neighbors. Here are just a few of the programs they have to offer. Baby Basics, breastfeeding peer counseling, natural nursers, car seat safety, farm safety for kids, maternal and child health, safe sitter courses, and WIC, plus much more. Pike County Health Department is a not-for-profit organization as it is funded by tax dollars. So when you use their services, you're putting your tax dollars to work. To keep up to date, be sure to like them on Facebook. Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, located in Bowling Green.
If you happen to find yourself looking for somewhere new to get your vehicle serviced, Pogue Ford in Bowling Green is here to remind you they can handle all brands of vehicles. However, if you have GM or Chrysler warranty, they will shuttle those to their sister Hannibal locations to make sure your warranty stays intact. Pogue Ford, serving the communities they call home. Pogue Ford, Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green. They'll be there for you when the sun comes up.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Well, an impressive effort through 2 quarters for Elsberry to not only make a showing, but be right in this game. They even held a lead in the second quarter, trailed by 3 at the half to a Paris team that Tori Hamilton already over the 20-point mark.
Yeah, they don't have an answer for her right now. And as we talked a little bit during the broadcast, I was sitting here thinking about it during the commercial break. They've got to figure out a way to pressure the basketball and make that entry pass more challenging, because the Paris girls look like they're really good at knowing where to throw it for Hamilton to catch it with her arms stretched out. She's 6'6". You add another, 2.5 feet for wingspan.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you throw it up 7.5 feet in the air, and there's nobody from Elsberry that's going to be able there and go up and get it. So you've got to stop it at the point of origin, which means you got to pressure the ball. And up to this point, Elsberry hasn't been able to do that. However, they've got great three-point shooting so far from Tyra Henderson and Candace Dow. They've each hit 3 threes. And that's what's kept them in this ballgame.
Yeah, they've already hit more than South Shelby did in the entire first game, and South Shelby is known for the three-pointer.
Right.
So
Right.
a great showing. Hopefully it's sustainable through the second half for Elsberry, because they have not been able to do much from inside the arc.
Well, as we know, sometimes when those threes go in, it's a good thing. When they stop going in, things can get away from you in a hurry. And so they've got, and really, if you think about it, that's 18 of their 25 points are via three.
Mm-hmm.
They've made 5 free throws. They've got 1 field goal. That's it. 1 2-point field goal, and that was a bullet shot by Tyra Henderson from the free throw line that went off the glass. So they haven't made any conventional field goals tonight. They've either been threes or free throws. They've got to figure out a way to cure that. They haven't really tried to press them yet. A little bit there for 3 or 4 possessions. Do they want to try and stretch this game out? See if Paris can keep up. We shall see what Coach Kerry Coke Dow draws up here for the second half.
28-25 will get you full first half scoring and a preview of tomorrow night when we come back on the Cellular and Satellite Center halftime report.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 brought to you by Twin City Bowl, Airco Convenience Centers, and Silex Banking Company.
With winter weather upon us, remember one multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
People's Bank and Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate and the Twin Pike Family YMCA.
28-25, Paris leads Elsberry after 2. Scoring for the Lady Coyotes, 2 points for Gracie Hatton, 6 for Nicole Skinner, 20 for Tori Hamilton. Paris did not shoot a free throw in the first half, and that's because Elsberry only committed, 3 fouls, and they were all on the floor. So pretty good job by Elsberry in that regard. For the Lady Indians, Tynesha Henderson a point for Kylie Kinzer, 2 for Peyton Robinson, 9 for Candace Dow, and a dozen for Tyra Henderson as she's having one of her best offensive games. And again, 6 3-pointers for Elsberry in the first half, 3 for Tyra and 3 for Candace Dow, as Elsberry shot 5 of 9 from the free throw line in the first half.
8 turnovers for Paris, 5 for Elsberry, so pretty good job taking care of the basketball by both clubs. Another score for you, 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter from Winfield. Montgomery County leads Lutheran St. Charles 40-35 in another low-scoring affair. Montgomery County always grinds the score down with their 6'8", 6'7", 6'5" front line. We'll see if they can advance on to the championship game. That game actually is on Friday night. Their championship games in Winfield are going to be on Friday night. Back here, we're at half. 28-25. Paris leads it. Elsberry's back on the floor. Paris just coming to join us. We'll be back for the second half after this on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Sparks Heating and Air, PJ's Salon, Central Elevator, and Night Equipment. Get connected to a fast-paced world with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, an authorized U.S. cellular dealer, along with Dish Network, DirecTV, Viasat, and HughesNet high-speed internet packages. Cellular and Satellite Center also carries a variety of TVs and accessories and installs security systems. Get connected today with Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Hi, folks. This is Eric Schaefer. With sports season upon us, be treated like the pros. If your athlete has experienced an injury during a game or practice, let our experienced sports medicine team at Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy Department get them back to play. We have 2 locations to better serve our community: Pike County Memorial Hospital Physiotherapy and Sports Medicine in Louisiana and Bowling Green. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The Mercantile Bank in Louisiana says now's the time to sign up for online banking and bill pay. With online banking, you can bank day or night from your home, office, or anywhere with internet access. Check account balances, view checks, and much more. Stop in today to learn more at the Mercantile Bank, downtown Louisiana. Your hometown bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. It's good to aim high, and sports can help children reach their goals. Join Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green and Farm Mutual Insurance in supporting local athletes. Be sure to catch all the action this sports season. Pike County Mutual Insurance salutes young local athletes and wishes them well. And they look forward to protecting these young adults with strong insurance coverage during what is sure to be a bright future. Pike County Mutual Insurance in Bowling Green.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and Kathy Clean.
Both teams come out with their starting lineup to start the second half. And the first possession to Paris. They miss from three-point land, and now Whelan's going to be whistled for a foul, her third, as she just accidentally ran into the back of Tanisha Henderson. And Elsberry will have their first possession, trailing by 3, 28-25. They trailed by 9 in the first half and fought back and actually took a 1-point lead in the second quarter. And now they have the ball with a chance to tie the game with a 3 if they so feel. Tanisha now to the right wing. Still has her dribbles to the right elbow. Backs up, gets it to Kintzer. She tries to force it inside, and it's stolen away. First turnover of the half goes to the Indians. Back comes Paris. They'll lob it into Hamilton, this time on the left block, and she's going to run over the top of Robinson, and it's an offensive foul. That'll be 2 on Tori Hamilton.
Just to make one more point, Elsberry doesn't beat many teams out of the locker room, so you know Coach Garrett Thomas was probably not exactly happy with the first half effort of his team.
And, you know, that's what happened the other night against Louisiana. They played lackadaisical in the first half of that game and woke up in the second. We'll see what materializes here. Henderson tries to throw it inside. It's too wide. Second turnover of the half for Elsberry. So they haven't got a shot in their first 2 offensive possessions here in the second half. Now they get it inside to Hamilton. She'll put it on the floor, up off the glass and good. Picks up right where she left off. She's got 22 in the game of the 30 points for Paris. Tanisha back to the head of the key. They work it in the corner, near corner Robinson. She'll put it on the floor, nowhere to go. Now she picks up a dribble and nearly throws away, but Tyra's able to corner it right in front of the Elsberry bench. Back to Tanisha between the circles. She'll dribble it into the paint. Down low to Kitzler, or check that Gladney. She missed it from point blank range. And Paris with the rebound.
So still just 1 2-point basket for Elsberry in this ballgame.
That's kind of a stunning statistic, isn't it? Paris works around a little 3-man game. They get it to Hamilton. She'll go up and score, and we got a whistle and a foul. Count the bucket. Foul's going to go on Robinson, her second. And Hamilton will take the first free throw of the game for Paris. As Candace Dow checks in, Gladney will take a seat for the Indians. Hamilton wears number 44 on her white jersey. Free throws off the mark. And Tyra will be tied up by Skinner, and they'll whistle her for a holding foul.
It's her third.
It is. So Delaney Whelan with 3, Nicole Skinner with 3 for Paris. And they're off to a lead in the foul categories, 3-1 here early going. As they led it, 6 or 7-1 in the first half.
It was.
Elsberry needs a bucket, trailing by 7. They slow things down and stare at this 2-3 zone. Tyra tries to get it down low to Gladney, and she's going to be fouled. If that's on Skinner, that'll be her fourth.
It is. And quickly off the bench is Aaron Heineke.
They're going to say that was a shooting foul, so Kylie Kinsler will go to the line, and she'll get 2 shots.
She's 1 for 2 from the line tonight.
The right-handed junior fires the first. It's good. She'll get a second. Aaron Heineke checks in for Paris. Skinner will take a seat. Kinsler will get a second with 5:27 to play here in the third. It's good as well. 3 for 4 from the line for Kinsler tonight, and it's a 5-point lead, 32-27. Here comes the full court pressure by Elsberry. Get it to Wheelan in the front court, and she is fouled by Tanisha. That'll be her first, team second. Paris will trigger it in right in front of us here, next to the score table. No pressure by Elsberry. They'll drop in the 1-2-2 zone. They'll get it to Hamilton. She tries to go to the bucket. She's going to be fouled by Robinson. That'll be her third. And Hamilton will go back to the line to shoot 2 shots. And up off the bench comes Olivia Kinsler. She'll replace Robinson after this first free throw, which is good. Hamilton will get a second. 5:13 to play here in the third. Hamilton will get a second. She fires, it rattles around and drops. Pretty good touch for the tall center. And it's up to a 7-point lead at 34-27. Well, this is in the first half where Elsberry hit a 3. One of 6 threes. 2-pointer on the way, no good from Kinsler. It's loose on the floor. Tanisha comes away with the loose ball. They whip it around to Dow. She hit 3 of those threes. To Henderson. That's Tanisha. Tanisha. Left wing to Gladney, now to Tyra in the far corner. 2-3 zone still by Paris. Paris is a team, if you ever got ahead of them, and you could draw them out and make them play man, it could be a problem for them.
Mm-hmm.
Dow to Tyra. She'll shoot the 3, and it's good.
Oh, man.
Right on cue. Another 3. That 7-point lead becomes a 4-point lead for Paris. She's hit 4 of them. Back come the Coyotes. They lob it inside to Hamilton. She makes a catch, and it won't go, but we've got a whistle and a foul. They're going to call that on Olivia Kinsler. And that'll send Hamilton back to the line to shoot 2. She's got a bundle, 26 to be exact. Make it 27. 27 of the 35. With the second to come. It's on its way and good as well.
The longer this stays close, I think the more points she'll end up with.
You're right. Down to 4 minutes to play. 6-point lead for Paris. Tyra now gets it to Dow. Dow the right wing to Tanisha. She'll dribble it into the free throw paint line. Kicks it out to Kinsler. Her shot from about 8 is good.
Her first to go down from the field tonight. She's got 5 points.
Just the second 2-point field goal of the night for Elsberry. Back comes Paris. Elsberry trying to stretch the defense out now, put a little pressure. Looks like they're going into straight up man. They get it to Hamilton underneath. She can't get it to go. The offensive rebound's up and good by Heineke. And we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. Paris 38, Elsberry 32, 3:28 to play in the third. You're listening to the Clopton District on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by Frankfurt Farm Supply, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Young Enterprises.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Bid Beach and Collier Funeral Homes in Liggins, Flooring.
38-32, 6-point lead for Paris. 3:25 to play here in the third quarter. Henderson right wing to Dow. She's going to fire a three. It's good. She's hit another one. Give her 4 3-pointers and 12 for the game. And it's back to a 3-point lead, 38-35. Elsberry stretching out their defense, playing man this time. Into Cup. Cup out to Price. Price now to Whelan. Whelan lobs it into Hamilton. Hamilton puts it on the floor, up and scores. Again, man, if you're going to play man, you got to really put the pressure on the ball and not let them make that pass. Because nobody can guard Hamilton man-to-man. They get inside to Olivia Kentzer. Her shot off the glass. It's good. We're going to count the bucket and the foul. Foul's going to go on Cup. Her first. And the team's fifth. Olivia Kentzer to try and complete the old-fashioned 3-point play. Can cut the lead to 2. It's up, off the glass, and good.
More free throws go off the glass than this year.
Looks like a swoosh in the scorebook, that's for sure.
Uh-huh.
And Whelan back into the front court. Gets it off the Cup. She drives into the paint and tries to lob it to Hamilton. She'll track it down in the corner. Whelan open for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Tyra with the rebound, on the run. She'll take a look. Backs up behind the arc, gets it to Kensler. Kensler tries to get it inside, but it's going to go out of bounds off of Paris. I believe that was Heineke in there defensively. So Elsberry have it underneath their own basket. Dow throws it into Henderson. Henderson backs up behind the arc. Now to Kensler in the corner to Dow. She'll shoot a 17-footer. It's good. Had her toe on the foot that time. And Dow drains it, and we're tied at 40.
Wow.
Battling back from a 7-point or 8-point deficit. And we're tied. Now they try to throw it inside. Stolen by Tyra Henderson. First turnover of the half by Paris, and we've got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. 1:51 to play in the third. 40-40 our score. You listen to the Clopton District on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Center Locker Service, County Market in Vandalia, and Advanced Eye Care.
Brown's Smokehouse Meats in Silex can help with all your meat processing, retail, wholesale, and custom butchering. Vernon and Judy Brown are the owners and operators of Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Highway 61 in Silex. Brown's Smokehouse Meats also invite you to stop by their retail location in Troy at 185 East Cherry Street. For all your smokehouse meats, deer processing, and homemade sausage, be sure to visit Brown's Smokehouse Meats, Silex and Troy.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Brown's Processing, Craig's Truck and Tractor, and Old Tops Pawn Shop.
Montgomery County advances to the championship game with a 53-40 win over Luther and St. Charles. So Elsberry grad Scott Krager's team will play for a district championship against, I believe it was Christian, who defeated Herman 60-43. That game will be on Friday night at Winfield. Back here, we're tied at 40. Elsberry has the ball with 1:49 to play here in the third quarter. Coach Carrie Coke Dow called a timeout. Let's see what she wants to draw up. Kind of spreading things out. Tanisha now gets it to Kensler in the near corner. Back to Tanisha. Looks like Paris is going to play man-to-man. They get it to Tyra. She'll shoot it up. It won't go. Rebound off to Cup. She'll hand it to Whelan. Whelan into the front court. Elsberry into man-to-man as well. Whelan drives around, gets it inside to Heineke. Her shot's partially blocked. But check that. It was Cup. No, I had it right the first time. Heineke, and she's going to be fouled, and she'll go to the line and shoot 2 shots.
Fouls the second on Kylie Kinsler. Both teams with 5 personals aside.
Heineke's first one rattles around.
Are you
and
kidding?
Rolls out. It's set on the back plate for 2, maybe 3 counts, and then rolled off. Oh, my. What would have you done if it would have set there? Second one short, and Kinsler with the rebound for the Indians. They have a chance to take the lead. They haven't led since the first half. Down to 1:05 to play here in the third. Tanisha between the circles, guarded by Whelan. Kinsler open for 3 for the lead. It's short, no good.
Is that like the first one she's missed from there tonight?
Back comes Whelan quickly up the right sideline. Kicks it in the corner to Heineke. Has the key now to Price. Price lobs it into Hamilton. She'll make the catch. It won't go, though. She was surrounded by Indians. She missed it from point blank range. Tyra open for 3. Left wing. Oh, no good. Hamilton with the rebound. That's the first one she's missed. From anywhere, for that matter. And Paris comes back across the timeline. Will they play for 1 here in the final 25 seconds of the third? We're tied at 40. Elsberry in a man. Tanisha guarding Whelan. On a pick and roll, Whelan tries to dribble between a double team. We've got a whistle and a foul, and that's going to go on Tanisha. Her second, team 6th. And then come the subs, Gladney and Jenkins for the first time. Abby Jenkins. Tyra will take a seat, as will Kinsler. Whelan triggered inbounds. They just lob it up to Hamilton. She'll shoot it from 15. Short, no good. Elsberry with the rebound. They can have a chance to score in the final 10 seconds. Down to 7, down to 5. Not sure why she slowed down. She's going to get it to the head of the key and don't get it off in time. Coach Kerry Koch-Dow said slow down, and that was a mistake. However, nothing has been decided, as we said at the end of the first quarter. We're tied at 40. The fourth quarter's next on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Penrod Real Estate, American Family Insurance in Bowling Green, and Eisenbath Auto Supply.
Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall. See Mike's Tire and Service Center in Bowling Green for all your automotive and tire needs. Mike's features 24-hour tire service, and when it's time to replace those tires, Mike's has great deals on several brands, ensuring they have the perfect tire for your vehicle. Mike's Tire and Service Center additionally offers alignments, tune-ups, oil changes, struts, state and DOT inspections. Mike's Tire and Service Center, Business 61 North in Bowling Green.
With winter weather upon us, remember One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your warm, dry place to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green to schedule your appointment and inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex, just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Well, 2 dandy basketball games here, Mark. Nothing's been decided here in this second semifinal. We're tied at 40. Elsberry has it to start the fourth quarter. Looks like Paris is going to drop back into their zone. You've got Tanisha Henderson, Robinson, Gladney, Jenkins, and Olivia Kinsler for Elsberry. Jenkins gets it outside to Tanisha. And with the score tied, you can make the defense come out if you want. And get it in the high post to Robinson. She'll pull up from 15 off the glass, no good. And way off the mark, actually. And Paris with the rebound, their first possession of the fourth. Left corner now, Cup. Dribbles to the between the circles. Elsberry in a man-to-man. Skip to the far corner to Skinner, who's back into the game with 4 fouls. And we've got a whistle and a foul as she drives baseline.
I think Gladney's going to pick it up. It is her first.
And Paris is in the bonus. It's at the 7th. That is the 7th team foul. Skinner will shoot 1 and 1. The junior drains the first. She'll get a second. 7:15 to play, or 7:14 to play in the game. Winner gets Clopton. They were a 40-31 winner over South Shelby in the first game of the night. And another very competitive game. Skinner drains both of them. And Paris out to a 2-point lead here in the fourth.
So the game was tied at 14 after 1, 28-25 Paris at the half, 40-40 after 3. It's Elsberry's turn to lead after a quarter, right?
There you have it. Got to get Tyra Henderson back in the game as they turn it over, and then a foul. Tried to throw it along the baseline to Olivia Kinsler, and it was stolen by Skinner. Kinsler fouled and will walk to the other end. And Nicole Skinner will get another one-on-one opportunity as in come the troops. Tyra Henderson, Kinsler, Kylie, and Plaster come in along with Dow for Elsberry, leaving Tanisha Henderson on the floor. Skinner, money from the free throw line. Make the free throws in the fourth quarter. Good things happen. She's 3 for 3. She will get a second. Looks like nerves of steel to me. She's 4 for 4, and the lead is 4 for Paris. Tanisha between the circles. Now we're down to 6:40 to play in the game. Tanisha goes in amongst the trees, and we got a whistle and a foul on Hamilton, and she turns and looks to the bench is like, what? I'm 3 feet taller.
Exactly.
This girl.
You also picked up your third foul.
Maybe not quite that much, but nonetheless, Tanisha will go to the line. She'll get 2 shots. Try and cut into this 4-point lead. First one's up and good. She'll get a second. 44-41. 16 foul on Paris. Henderson rattles the second one home, and it's a 2-point lead for Paris. Here comes full court pressure by the Indians. Hamilton in the backcourt to help. Gets it back to Skinner. Up the right sideline now to Price. She maybe got away with the travel. And now we have a travel call. Maybe a little makeup there.
Yeah, possibly.
Officials never have makeup calls.
It's about a 1.5 difference.
Foot and a half. You're going to do a little math over there, were you?
Yeah.
So what? Tanisha's 5 foot then? 5'4" maybe?
They've got her listed at 5'2".
Elsberry back with the ball, loose on the floor. Plaster's got it, and Elsberry calls a timeout. Save the turnover, save the jump ball. 6:21 to play in the game. 44-42 Paris. This is Clopton District on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102, brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, McCoy Lawson Funeral Homes and Crematory, and the Dairy Queen in Vandalia.
It's the new year and a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
Elsberry has it out of the timeout. 2-3 zone by Paris. Tyra over on the far wing to Tanisha between the circles. Down to 6:10 to play in the ball game. Right wing to Dow in the corner now to Kinsler. She'll shoot the 3. Back the rim, no good. Skinner with the rebound. She's been really good on the boards for Paris all night. In fact, she had the first 4 points of the game, both on offensive rebounds. She'll skip it to the head of the key now to Whelan, left wing to Cup. Cup goes nowhere on the dribble, back to Whelan. Whelan lobs it inside. Hamilton with a nice catch and a shot, but there's a whistle and a foul. The bucket does not go, and Tori Hamilton will go to the line and shoot 2 shots.
Well, she's at 30 right now.
Plaster with the foul, her first. And Hamilton can stretch this 2-point lead. But it's off the front of the rim, no good.
She hit 4 in a row.
She'll get a second. Down to 5:45 to play in the game. Second one's on its way. It's off the mark as well. Kinsler with the rebound to Tanisha into the front court. Now she'll slow it down, and Elsberry will set it up. Go 1-4 this time on the offensive end. Tyra has it. ball fakes, goes to the glass, shot up, partially blocked by Hamilton. And there's Skinner again after the loose ball. She'll bring it into the front court with the left hand and set things up against the man-to-man defense by Elsberry. They lob it into Hamilton. She puts it on the floor, and there's going to be a foul. They tried to get in there and smack it out of there when she put it on the floor, but Tanisha's going to be called for the foul. That'll be her third. And Hamilton will go back to the line as she'll get 2 shots, as that's the 10th team foul on Elsberry.
Kinsler getting ready to check back in for Elsberry after this first shot.
Free throws off the mark, so 3 misses in a row by Hamilton.
Drops her to 50% from the line, 4 of 8.
2 of the guards come up and smack her on the back and say, come on, you got this. She'll get a second. Hey, maybe she's a little tired. We're in the 4th quarter. She has not been out of the game, if I remember right. Now she drains the second one. And it's a 3-point lead. About time for another 3 from Elsberry, isn't it? 45-42 the score. They trail. Tanisha now backs up in the center circle. Steps to the forefront, now backs up. Looking to Coach Carey Coke down and get some direction. In the corner, 3-pointer on the way for Gladney. It's Kinsler. It's no good, and we've got a whistle and a foul. And I think the foul's actually on Parrish. White, number 12, he says. That's Elizabeth Cup. And on the rebounding foul, that'll send Olivia Kinsler to the line. And she'll get a 1-1. She's made 1 free throw tonight. This one's on its way, off the rim, no good, but Kylie Kinsler will track it down, and now Tanisha Henderson whistled for the travel. Man, they've had 2 or 3 of those just unforced traveling violations. Not a lot of pressure from the defense. Just get a little nerves going on.
Now she tried to pull the ball around a defender coming in from behind and took a step in the process.
Now they get it in the post to Hamilton, and it's easy pickings for her there. She scores again. The lead back to 5. Elsberry about to be in trouble here. They need a bucket in the worst ways. We're down under 4:30 to play in the game. Tanisha drives in, gets it to Kinsler. Her layup's up and good. Kylie Kinsler with the bucket, and it's 47-44. Whelan into the front court now, left wing to Price. Back to Whelan to Skinner. She'll shoot the 3 from the left wing. It's off the mark, no good. But on the rebound, looks like Price got it. She was going to the floor, and they call a foul on Kylie Kinsler. And that'll send Price to the line. And I think Tanisha Henderson had a little word of wisdom, and the officials giving her a little bit of a lecture. Last thing that she wants is a technical in this game. Is the first free throw by Price is off the mark, no good. She'll get a second.
Well, she said what, we were thinking. And sometimes you just got to bite your lip if you're the one on the floor.
Absolutely. Second free throw is well off the mark, and it's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it's off of Kinsler again as she swatted at it, and there's a timeout on the floor. 3:59 to play in the game. Paris 47, Elsberry 44. This is the Clopton District on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by Orff Construction Company, Betty Davis Insurance Agency, and Beinoff Funeral Home.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life. Community State Bank is committed to meeting or exceeding customer expectations and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Air Evac, Spring Hollow Coffee, and J&D Tire and Auto.
47-44, Paris on top, 3:59 to play. Elsberry's going to have to come up with some magic here in this last 4 minutes.
Yeah, I was just saying they need that spark to really produce something here. I don't think it's imperative they get the stop here, but they need to get a big shot at the other end, and that means a 3-ball tonight from Elsberry.
Paris will have it out of the timeout. Whelan will throw it in left side of the paint. Underneath the basket, gets it inside to Skinner. Her shot's up and good. And they're going to count the bucket and the foul. Elsberry was looking for Hamilton to get it. Skinner walked wide open underneath the basket. And Robinson will return now as Kylie Kinsler will go to the bench with her 4th foul. Skinner, who's been money from the free throw line tonight, back at the charity stripe. And it's good. She's got a sweet stroke from there, and the lead grows to 6. Biggest it's been for a while. Elsberry's been able to battle back so far tonight. Do they have an answer this time? Dow, we haven't heard from her for a while. She's hit 4 threes in the game. To Tanisha. She'll dribble it to the left one, crosses over, gets in the paint, kicks it back to Robinson, and she got away with the travel, dribbles to the right elbow, shoots it from 15 and scores. Her first bucket of the second half, and it's 50-46.
First from the field tonight for her.
In the corner now, they work it back around to Price. Price to Whelan. In the near corner to Cup. Cup lobs it inside to Hamilton. She throws it up and it rolls in. Didn't even really try and catch it to shoot it that time. Just kind of flipped it at the basket and it went in. That's 52-46. Dow kicks it in the corner now to Olivia Kinsler. Back to Tanisha. Tanisha down low to Kinsler. It's loose on the floor. Hamilton grabs the loose ball. Turnover gives it back to Paris. Clock is not their friend anymore. They can't come away with empty possessions. Whelan now on the dribble to Price. Right wing to Skinner. She's going to shoot the 3. It's off the front of the rim. No good. She can't track down the loose ball. And it's out of bounds. Back to Elsberry. That was not a very smart shot by Paris. As Kylie Kinsler's will return. Olivia will take a seat. Elsberry needs a bucket. 52-46, 2:33 to play in the game. And they're going to have to hustle up. Tanisha dribbles underneath, right through everybody, comes out the other side, hands it off to Dow. Dow dribbles right baseline, nothing doing there. Back to Tanisha. Tanisha now to the head of the key to Tyra. Tyra on the right wing. Stares at this defense to Dow. Open in the corner now. That's Plaster. Back to the rim, no good. Had a good open look that time. Couldn't get it to go. And Paris with the lead and the ball. Under 2 minutes to play now in the game. Skinner now into Hamilton. Hamilton runs over Henderson, and it's an offensive foul.
Hit her with that hip. There was just enough twist there to get the call.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to stand your ground. You're entitled to the floor, from the floor to the ceiling. So can Elsberry capitalize? Tanisha dribbles into the paint, comes right back out.
Go right at her.
To Plaster, now to Dow in the right corner. Now they're keeping an eye on her. She's in trouble now, and they've got to burn another timeout. 1:34 to play in the game. 52-46 timeout Elsberry. You're listening to district basketball action on Eagle 102.
District tournament action on Eagle 102, brought to you by China Cafe USA, Danny Orff Contracting, and Hayden's Motorsports Center.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Well, I guess we're back. I was watching the cheerleaders. They were flipping one over and backwards and what have you there. Kind of had me mesmerized there for a second.
Yeah, did like a forward trust fall or something.
I was like, what are they doing? 1:34 to play in the game. Paris on top, 52-46. Elsberry needs a bucket in the worst way. Dow will throw it in from the end of the Elsberry bench. She's got Kinsler, the two Hendersons, and Plaster with her for this final 1:34. Dow looks to get it inbounds, throws it, and Henderson lets it go into the backcourt and tracks it down. Into the front court now. Tanisha will shoot the three. It's off the front of the rim, no good. Hamilton with the rebound. Now Elsberry's in trouble. When are they going to start the foul? They can't wait too long. Whelan dribbles through everybody, gets it back out to Cup. Cup, now they're going to try and hold the ball and run some time, and Henderson will foul Whelan right away. That'll be Tanisha's fourth. And Whelan will go to the line and shoot 2 shots. She has not scored tonight. 1:09 to play. A couple free throws here make life pretty tough. Actually, one free throw will make it a 3-possession game. And if she can't make the first, she'll get a second. Robinson back in. Plaster will take a seat. Delaney Wheeler, the senior, with the second. It's on the way. Back the ring, no good. Dow with the rebound. So Elsberry still with some hope. They got to hurry. Down to a minute to play. Dow ahead of the key, pulls up from 3. Good. Oh, just what the doctor ordered. It's a 3-point game. Here comes the full court pressure from Elsberry. Skinner got away with the travel. Into the front court now. Dribbles for some space. They're going to still try and hold the ball. Don't want to foul her, but they do. She's been perfect from the free throw line.
Then she's due, right?
I guess that's right. First foul on Dow, and Skinner will go back to the line and get 2 shots. And she misses. 44.3 to play. Still a 1-possession game. Skinner with the second. The junior wears number 32 on her white jersey. Back of the rim, no good. Henderson with the rebound. That's Tyra. She rips it away from Price and heads the other way. Down to 39 seconds. Tanisha now gets it to Dow. Dow to Tyra. They try and get it lined up, and they throw it away. They were trying to get it over to Dow, and it's stolen away by Cup. The 5th turnover of the half-10th of the game, and we'll walk the other way after the foul. They were trying to get Dow freed up. The pass was a little short and stolen by Cup, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
4th foul on Peyton Robinson.
Do they have an answer here? First one's on its way. They do not. She'll get a second. And a timeout on the floor. Garrett Thomas wants to talk about it. We'll step aside as well. 28.5 to play. 3-point game. You're listening to Clopton District on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Spring Valley Accounting, McDingers, and Stephen R. Marriage, DDS, and his wonderful staff.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
28.5 seconds to go in regulation here from Clopton High School, the Class 2 District 5 semifinals. The winner takes on Clopton on Saturday.
This is a big free throw. It's a 3-point game, 28.5 to play. Can Cup make it a 2-possession game for the Paris Coyotes?
And she's got no friends around her.
Nobody on the lane for Paris. They're expecting her to make it. In and out, no good. Robinson with the rebound, gives it to Dow. Will they foul? That's another question. Down to 20. Tyra Henderson skips it over to Dow. That's what they were trying to do a while ago. She's guarded, and there's going to be a timeout. Coach Dow wants to talk it over. 52-49 to 15.9. You're listening to District Action on Eagle 102.
District Tournament action on Eagle 102 brought to you by La Crosse Lumber Company in Vandalia, Wood Smoke Meats, and Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction.
Hi, this is John. I'm one of the pharmacists you see at Bowling Green Pharmacy. We're right here with personal and prompt service, giving you the answers about your medications. You are always welcome to come in and just say hi. The right people, the right service, right downtown. Bowling Green Pharmacy on the square in Bowling Green.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Veolia Landscaping Supply, Meyer Implement, and Calumet of Missouri.
Pretty good group of cheerleaders for Elsberry.
Yeah, they're doing some funny stuff, and they got one of them over there in a boot.
Yeah?
I don't think they're throwing her up in the air, though.
No, but she could play, for the Clopton boys team.
It could make for a devastating landing.
Yeah.
15.9 seconds to play. 3-point lead for Paris. Elsberry has the ball. What are they drawing up? They're going to have to either get a quick 2 or shoot a 3.
I think everything right now is 3-point.
Kylie Kinsler triggered it in. They get it to Tanisha. Tanisha to the head of the key. To Tyra, down to 10. Tyra going to go in and shoot a 2. Off the glass, no good. Kinsler with the rebound. Her putback won't go. Hamilton with the rebound. Has it ripped away, and we're going to have a jump ball. And on the alternating arrow, it's going to go to Paris.
The whistle was already being blown. I think Tyra had that ball.
Paris gets it in, and they're going to foul with 1 second to play. And they fouled Skinner. She did miss her last 2. She'll get 2 more. The problem is Elsberry will have to go the length of floor in a second and hit a 3-pointer to tie this game. Not very likely. What a valiant effort by the Lady Indians. Skinner can ice this game with one of these 2 free throws. And she does. Nothing but net for Nicole Skinner that time.
And now what she wants to do is
miss it.
Miss.
Make Elsberry rebound it. And heck with that. She makes it. And Elsberry's going to throw it in bounds. It's not going to matter. 3-pointer at the buzzer short, and that'll do it. The number 1 seed, the Paris Coyotes, survive once again. They defeat the Elsberry Lady Indians 54-49 to advance to the championship game. On Saturday at 4 o'clock against the Clopton Hawks, we'll wrap things up with our postgame show after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Abel's Quick Shops introduces the new Shell Fuel Rewards credit cards, now with even more ways to save with 2 great reward programs. Choose the Shell Fuel Rewards card or the Shell Fuel Rewards MasterCard and save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every fill-up, plus rebates on non-fuel purchases. Sign up at shell.us/get rewards from Abel's Quick Shops. We're just down the road.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of their mobile and online banking services. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Home data rates may apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
The staff at Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice are your neighbors. Here are just a few of the programs they have to offer. Baby Basics, breastfeeding peer counseling, natural nurses, car seat safety, farm safety for kids, maternal and child health, safe sitter courses, and WIC, plus much more. Pike County Health Department is a not-for-profit organization as it is funded by tax dollars. So when you use their services, you're putting your tax dollars to work. To keep up to date, be sure to like them on Facebook. Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, located in Bowling Green.
Let Bowling Green Insurance be your crop insurance specialist. Bowling Green Insurance Agency and NAU Country provide farmers with superior crop insurance protection and the fast, friendly service our customers deserve. Call Fred Carlson or Jackie Mayer at 573-324-CROP or stop by our office at 310 Business Highway 61 South in Bowling Green to discuss a protection plan that is right for your farming operation. NAU Country and Bowling Green Insurance are an equal opportunity provider.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM, sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
That may be the game of the year so far. That was a classic as Elsberry almost pulls off the upset here in the district semifinals. Paris survives with a 54-49 victory, and there were tears on the Elsberry side, but there is nothing to cry about. They took a very good team and a D1 player to the brink tonight.
They did, and when they tied it at 40 at the end of the third quarter, you thought, man, they've got a chance. They went cold a little bit the first part of the fourth quarter, and then got a three from Dow and actually had a couple of looks to tie the game. Just couldn't get it to go, and then a couple of good free throws by Nicole Skinner at the end to ice the game for Paris. And they'll advance on to the championship game in a much anticipated matchup with the Clopton Lady Hawks.
Watching very intently from start to finish, Devin Street and Robert Omohundro down below us. I think they took a lot of notes. They had the legal pads out, and I think they've got something figured out for Saturday.
And they were taping the game,
yeah.
So they'll have tape to watch tomorrow night. Robert's a nervous wreck anyway, so he can go home and watch the tape tonight. He's not going to be able to sleep anyway.
At one point, I saw him crawling face first down the bleachers. Where that guy gets his energy from is beyond me.
Yeah, because he's a year older than I am.
Twice my age.
Yeah, at least.
Let's take a quick break, come back with final scoring numbers, and we'll set tomorrow night's bracket for you up next on Eagle 102.
Coverage of area district tournaments on Eagle 102 brought to you by Twin City Bowl, Airco Convenience Centers, and Silex Banking Company.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
People's Bank & Trust mobile banking app gives you the convenience of banking from anywhere. Simply download the free app for your Android or Apple device and get started managing your accounts, transferring funds, paying bills, and depositing checks. People's Bank & Trust online at www.pbtc.net. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Final in this one, 54-49. Final scoring numbers for Paris. 2 points for Gracie Hatton, 2 points for Aaron Heineke, 15 for Nicole Skinner, and 35 for Tori Hamilton. So two players combined for 50 of the 54 points in this ball game. In the first half, they didn't shoot a free throw. In the second half, they shot 26 of them and made only 12. So that really helped Elsberry stay in this ball game up until the end. For the Lady Indians, their season comes to an end here in the district semifinal. They got 3 points from Tiny Henderson, 4 points for Peyton Robinson tonight, 3 points for Olivia Kinsler, 7 for Kylie Kinsler, 15 for Tyra Henderson, 17 for Candace Dow. And they fall. Did I get it right? Okay, all right.
I was just counting up the threes. 9 3-pointers between Candace Dow and Tyra Henderson, and that kept Elsberry in the game. It seemed like every time they'd get down by 5 or 7, they'd come up with a clutch three and get back in the game. And as we said, they tied it at 40 at the end of the third quarter, and you thought, well, the momentum shifted, but they couldn't sustain it with the bigger, taller Paris Coyote team. Elsberry ends their season at 16-11. Paris raises their record to 15-11, and they will take on Clopton
on Saturday.
On Saturday. That's an early start, 4 o'clock start for the girls' championship game. And we'll see who's going to play in the boys' championship game tomorrow night.
And those two semifinals, same schedule as tonight. 6 o'clock start to 5:45 pregame. Van Far and Paris, the 2-3 matchup to start the night. Then the 1-4 matchup between Clopton and Louisiana. Resurgent Louisiana team as we finished up the regular season and got into districts. They look very good in the opening round.
Playing 1-2 in a row. Ironically, both of those wins against Mark Twain in the final regular season of the game. And then, last night, I guess.
Yeah.
The nights start to run together. So they're feeling pretty good about themselves. Clopton had some bad news with an injury to Alec Evans. Actually, not Alec Evans. Zach Evans, Alex's brother.
Yep.
And so he's not going to be available tomorrow night. So Clopton's gone through some adversity with some sickness. So this adversity's not anything they're not used to or familiar with. But that could be a good game. The Van Far Paris game, that's kind of an intriguing matchup as well. Paris had trouble with South Shelby, won that game by 4. So I think Van Far, they're clicking right now, and so we ought to have two good matchups for you tomorrow night.
Again, 5:45 pregame, 6 o'clock tip-off before Van Far and Paris, and the late game Clopton, Louisiana. And that'll wrap it up for our coverage tonight. Again, it was Paris over Elsberry. In the late game, Clopton won the early game over South Shelby, 54-49. The final in the late game, 40-31. Clopton over South Shelby. So congratulations to the Lady Hawks. Congratulations on a great season to the Elsberry Lady Indians. And we're set for one of our 2 championship games for Saturday. Until tomorrow, Jim Ross, Mark Fronick saying good night from the Class 2 District 5 tournament at Clopton High School on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Basketball on